And they go, "Here, Daddy,
I am recording.
share my shit." That's what they do.
Recording in progress.
I give the nursery a third of my salary,
Yeah.
and then in return I get my baby back and diseases.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Wonder if you could pay extra to have no diseases.
Well,
Would be nice.
probably not. Both
If
said
I-
that.
Probably not.
If I could, I would.
If I could, I would have.
Yeah. All right, we're recording. We're on YouTube. Are we starting?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's diddle.
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here we go, baby. Come on, let's do it.
Welcome to the veteran gamers. Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell you about every single game that you're playing this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick.
I guess you're right.
Story
Who
time
cares?
and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior.
All the kids in Springfield are
It's the veteran
SOBs.
gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun on the bun.
Yeah, boy.
Shut the hell up!
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Hello and welcome to episode 769 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 769. 69. I'm Duke.
I'm Stu Fanafana.
And I'm Chinny Fanafana.
There you go.
Thanks, Brian.
Do you remember? It reminds me. Do you remember back in the day? I don't know. Are you aware of Viz?
No.
Nope, don't know what that is.
I've
Viz,
never
it was
caught
a-
it.
It was a comic for adults back in the
Oh,
sort
okay.
of
Oh,
late 90s, early 2000s. It's all went on for a
right.
bit. And there used to be one of the characters was called Finbar Saunders,
Ah, yeah, I remember him.
and his double entendres. You see that was his
Ah.
name.
Is one of them coal mining? The tipping of the coal into the coal mine?
Can't say as that's a double entendre, but who knew?
Sure it is. It's so cold in here.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with sex at all. But anyway,
Not every
Uh,
double entendre has to do with sex, though.
I guess.
Anyway, go ahead.
I
What were
guess.
you saying?
But anyway, whenever anyone said a remark that obviously could be taken as a double entendre, his response was "fanar fanar." Do you see? what-
Vana.
There you go. So that's where it comes
Yeah.
from.
And if
I'm
you
sure
wanted the
there's
sound of an
people-
office building,
Oh God, I know
there's the
what's
sound of
happened
an
here.
office building. It's
you
Tainted
got-
Brain's fault.
Oh yes, he gave you the link to the now
Yes,
for
he did.
free.
That's
the
right.
BBC archives of sound.
Yeah,
clips or sound effects.
3,228 results. What
shit.
now?
So what's the best one you
Yeah.
found? What have you found? Have you found anything cool?
I found all sorts of things.
Go on then,
I'm
let's
just
see.
finding all sorts of things. I don't know. I've only started looking at it. This one with barn doors is good. There's barn doors closing. I know people
Wow.
have been writing in saying, "Hey, where's the barn door sound?"
Yeah, how come we haven't got one of those sound clips on our show?
Yeah.
Oh
Sure.
my goodness. What about double entendre sound clip? Is there one of those?
Yeah. What about a cuck clock?
Oh, there you go.
Also known as a cuckoo
Take it.
clock, but I like
We'll
to call
take
it a cuck clock.
So I'm sure in the coming weeks you will find some gems amongst those 3,000.
I don't have time to go looking around. I'm just going to
sound
play whatever I
bites that are
find that
available.
shows up when I do a search.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, like barn doors mostly, I think. So many different
have I got
doors
that
on
for you
this.
pretending
Modern
I've got
interior
that?
doors,
No,
modern
I'm
bus
concerned.
ticket
Ooh, I've just listed
machines.
The earphones I've gone off for some reason.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
for God's sake, already?
Now,
Poor Chinny, he came here to do an actual show. I'm just clicking random shit from the BBC website. Stu's trying to figure out how modern technology works.
I don't know why he keeps doing it though, but it did it. It did it when we were using the other fucking software.
Yes, did you make sure that
I've tried
Discord is
everything.
off?
I've tried
Okay,
everything.
well, that's all I had in terms
It's
of
nothing
ideas.
to do with that because obviously
Well,
it did it with the other thing.
Yes.
There is something
Sorry.
doing something with something.
Slow down.
We're not sure what that something is. Just saying.
Listeners, we will talk about video games soon. But first, we're going to see if anybody has a story to talk about.
Story time. Fuck yeah.
I have.
Jenny.
I
Oh,
have.
Stu
I've got,
has. Go
I've
ahead.
got stuff. I've got stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Because Millie had some really good news this week. There's some really good news.
What's that?
Well, it turns out that she hasn't got my dodgy gene. So they've done the test and all that stuff.
Yay.
And she's totally in the clear. So hopefully she isn't going to develop heart failure later in life because she's inherited some dodgy shit off me. So
She's only got your weird face and your BO.
Yeah, she's got all the other shit, but not the dodgy gene. So that's really good news.
I'm glad to hear it.
But today I've been traumatized today.
Like actually traumatized, or is this a setup for a joke?
No, I've been totally traumatized because we went to, by the way, we went to the UK's biggest park.
Yes.
So it's the biggest park in the UK, which is called Roundhay Park in Leeds. It's enormous.
Okay.
And we were just having a very pleasant walk through the park. You know, there's a nice lake you can walk around. So we was heading towards the lake.
Yes.
And I got this incredible. Do you know, like when something's scratchy in your jumper and it scratches your side? But it was like that, but got worse, right? And it was really hurting, like really, like someone sticking a needle in me side. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is happening?
That doesn't sound good.
Right. So I'm like feeling my side. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I got it again halfway up my arm, right?
Oh boy.
Same thing. Right, I'm like, what is going on? So I was feeling my sleeve, and there was a lump, and I'm like, there is something in my jumper. There's something in my jumper. It's biting
Like a
me or
hornet's
doing
nest.
something. Well, so I pulled my arm out of my sleeve. Right. Well, this was a traumatic. Well,
See,
that was
at this point, I'd be flinging the sweater off. You're just
but I was in the middle of a park with loads of people.
So what?
Right?
Who cares? There's a deadly wasp in my jumper. It's gone. Set it on fire.
So I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? So I found a thicket. You know, a nice like clump of bushes, and I'm like, I'll go behind there. I'm gonna have to take because I had nothing on under my like hoodie. That was all I had on. So I'm like, no one wants to see that, do they? So I'm like, I'll have to take it off, turn it inside out, and try and figure out what the hell is in my hoodie. So I lifted, took it off, and I said to Kate, what, you know, and she's like, yeah, definitely looks like something inside a stung or bit you there. So I turned the thing inside out, massive wasp in the sleeve of my hoodie.
Oh
and
god!
It's like, how the fuck did that even get in there? Like, we couldn't figure out how it had got there. And I'm like, I flicked it out. And I'm like, how has that even got there? And then on the way back out of the park, there was some public toilets. And there was wasps hovering around this grid, you know, like, so there must have been a big wasp nest inside there. And it must have like landed on me and crawled up my jumper or something. I don't know.
Oh God, that's so horrifying. I'm so sorry you
It was like, oh my God. So I've got an incredibly painful sting under my armpit here, just there.
That sucks.
And the one on my arm, luckily, I think it probably used up most of it in this one, so it wasn't that bad the second sting.
That still sucks, man. You're in luck though, because the BBC has the sound of a wasp here on their archive, so let's have a listen here. It's weird that would be the same sound as a chicken.
Who knew?
Yeah.
A cockerel, really. To be fair, that's a cockerel, isn't it? It's not really a chicken.
Right. Well, it says here. It says here, chicken, single cock crow.
Yeah,
cock, fna, fna, fna. Ha, cock.
There you go.
Fna, fna.
There you go.
Fna, fna, fna.
There you go.
You're welcome, Chinny. Brian sends his love. He knows you love these sound effects.
Yeah, it does.
I'm very excited about it. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my stories. I guess Millie's fine, and I got traumatized
I'm glad
today.
she's fine. I'm sorry you got traumatized. I hate bug stings. That's really painful. It sucks.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I used to really like. I used to be like a human helicopter if a wasp came near me back in the day. Right.
Yeah.
I used to be totally hate them. Was like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so. And then one day, right, this is the second time this has happened because years ago, one went up my sleeve and stung me several times because obviously it was stuck up my sleeve. So the second time this has happened to me.
Man, you got juicy, delicious arms. I know.
And after that, I wasn't that bothered. You know, when you're like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know, it hurt a little bit, but it wasn't like crazy bad. And even today, it was just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man?
What the fuck? I mean, it's hurting now. I mean, it's been aching all day since it stung me, the little shit. It's got a little yellow head on it like a zit. So I don't know what I'm going to have to pop that tomorrow or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
So there you go. That's mine. So what about you?
There's no volume control on this thing, Chinny. I can't make it quieter. Sorry.
So,
You could
yeah,
stop, you could
here's
stop it.
I could, but I want to honor Tainted Brain who sent me this link by playing it's all under comedy sounds. I want to make people laugh.
yeah, how much
So how
fun would it
about
be if you
a
didn't play it?
Swanee whistle? That's
I quite
comedy
like that.
gold
I
right
quite
there.
Like that. I quite like that.
Yeah. Anyway, I will use it minimally from now on. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a tough week. Grading millions of papers. I spent all day today grading, and I still only got one class done. I'm gonna have to put numbers in for report card time on Friday, and then put comments on later because I just don't have time. There's just too much paper and not enough time. I don't know what to say. Sorry, kids. You
That's
have
the
to wait.
trouble.
Yeah.
Stuff gets
Jenny,
in the
what
way.
about you?
Life.
Yeah.
I had to work late on Thursday. We
I'm sorry.
one of our customers is a very well-known delivery service, Stu.
Oh
Ah.
God. Well, I hope it's not the really shit one. is
Which
all
one's
I'm
that?
Well, there's a few
Amazon?
of them, to be
Go
fair.
on.
No, every's probably the worst, I would have
It's
said.
not them.
Well, that's good then. That's not as bad then.
It's not Yodel as well. Yodel, I think, are terrible.
Yeah, Yodel are bad. Every's bad.
Any more? What? Name some bad ones.
Fred's delivery, they suck.
Fred's delivery.
Ugh, can't stand
Uh,
Fred's delivery.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure. DHL. DHL. They're
Yeah,
all
that's
right
worldwide.
actually.
They're not
DHL
bad.
tend. No, they tend to
We
do
have
a good
work.
job.
We have done work for them, but it's more animation work. But anyway, a delivery, a big
about animation?
delivery company in the UK.
Amazon.
Yes.
No. So
Well, they're a big
they-
delivery
the
company.
prob-
They
the
deliver all
problem-
sorts of stuff.
The problem with delivery companies is that they mainly operate at night. So
Ah,
like they get the lorries are in the day. They go to the distribution center, and then people sort all the stuff out at night. So that means
and they wear their
we have to-
sunglasses at
We have
night.
to film. We have to film.
Eh,
We have to film at night, so we did that on Thursday. That was a late one, and yeah,
Word.
I'm ill again. Can you?
I know,
believe it?
ill, always ill.
Ah,
Ill again. I got better
Ginny-
about
Ginny ill.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I was fine, and then yesterday, ill.
Yeah. Did you see the post, by
Yeah.
the way? We
No.
went to Skipton yesterday. We've been away for the
where was
weekend.
this post?
In the Discord on the
Oh, I
questions
missed
because
that.
everyone had been putting shit in there about it.
Okay.
But yes, we went to a Savers store yesterday and proudly presented in a massive thing with tubes and tubes of Germaline just for your
Oh, yeah.
that's nice.
just to let you know that they do sell it in shops. There was loads of that stuff. It was directly though next to the TCP for you, Chinny. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
nice.
There was
Okay.
more. There was more Germaline though. Just to
I'll see it everywhere now, but I've never noticed it before.
Yeah.
be...
Oh, I had to start. This is crazy. Our school district does this like year in review thing to like let the community know about all the great things happening in our school district. Very glossy, full colored. I threw it away or else I'd show you. They had this there was a TEDx event. You all know I did a TEDx talk,
You
right?
did a TED
and
talk,
they
yeah.
had a feature of like students organized TEDx event. And this photograph of the guy who organized it, one of these students who's a real rock star, totally awesome kid. And then 5 teachers. And none of them were the ones who gave the fucking talks. They were just people who happened to attend the event. One
Oh,
of them
just
doesn't even teach in our
randomers.
district anymore.
That's brilliant.
I was like, what are you doing? This is literally Monsters, Inc. when Mike Wazowski's all excited because he's going to be on the cover of the company report. And then there's a sticker over his face.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what?
unlike
Thanks a lot.
Mike Lazowski, he still thinks he's still pleased with it.
Yeah, exactly. He's very happy about it. Not me.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
were-
happy at all.
No, do you know what though? I kind of agree. Look,
It's you know what it should have been just a picture of the kid who organized it because he did so much work and he's the one who deserves the credit. But if you're gonna include teachers, include the teachers who
she
gave
did
talks.
a TED
Maybe
talk. No,
Hello?
look, this very thing happened to Kay.
Go on.
Very thing. She works for for the civil service, which is like a government agency, right? So she works
Uh-huh.
for one of those.
Yes.
And she works in recruitment, so she's on the recruitment team. And her and another lady set up all this stuff, right, for all these new vets that came on board. So they spent like months buying all the stuff they needed, setting all their accounts up, doing all
Yes.
this stuff, right? And the recruitment team got put forward for an award at the
Hey.
Civil Service Awards, right? Where you got money and you got
Nice.
like prizes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they weren't included. So the people
Aw,
who actually
jeez.
the work weren't included, and the managers went and collected the award and got the rewards and everything. And the people who had actually done
jeez.
on the at the coal face, as they say, people
Yeah.
at the coal face didn't even get recognised. Never got anything.
Ugh.
Didn't get a thing.
Bogus.
Yeah,
Come
someone
on,
else
man. What are
took
y'all
all the
doing?
credit. Yeah, it's bad.
Ah,
People are
that's
bad.
weak.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. I think we're done with the story time. Yeah, it is sparingly. You should have heard me when I was
No, we're
before
done
the
with-
show. I
We're
was
done
going
with the
nuts.
sound bites. That's what we're done with.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? What you been playing?
Oh my god. Right. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Brian.
Right, do you go first because I've got.
I'm gonna go first because I
I've
got
got
hella
something
games.
to do. for
Hella
just
games.
2 seconds. I'll be back in a minute.
Nothing
Less
to
than a
do.
minute.
Oh,
I've got
Stu's
something
gonna
to do.
decide not to podcast right now.
I'm
All
not
right, well,
podcasting
check it
right
out,
now.
people. Well, and I won't be the one to tell you that I've been playing Starfield again, so suck on that, Stu, talking about it's a bad game.
Oh boy.
I don't have much to say about it, but I did go back to it this week, and I forgot that when you enter an area with a lot of pirate ship activity, you really should have repair kits for your ship, because if you get attacked in the middle of a fight, then you can't repair your ship, and you're just shit out of luck. And I kept dying and going back to the last spot that loaded, which was at the start of the fight. So I don't know what I'm going to do now. I had to quit in the middle of that fight for the 10th time and like go do the show. So after the show's over, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing there. Anyway, the point is Starfield's good and Stu is wrong for not liking it.
Easy.
He is. He's totally wrong.
Easy though.
And I can't talk about this other game until he's here. So let me talk about Saints Row 4.
Oh.
I don't remember why, but last week we were talking about this. It came up, and I had mentioned that I'd never played Saints Row 4, and so I was like, all right, you know what? Enough's enough. It's time for me to play it. Let's load this sucker up and do it. So I've been playing Saints Row 4, and it's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Which is to say, it's a superhero game. They finished Saints Row 3, and they were like, all right, how can we make it even more ridiculous than the last one? And the way to do it is, okay, it's just like way over the top. Like you can run as fast as any car and you can jump over 17 buildings at once. And then they're like, how are we going to explain that? And they were like, all right, aliens. Okay. And you're in a simulation. Okay, fine. And it's ridiculous because you're in a simulation and you can jump as high as you want. You can run wherever you want, but you can't make nice things appear in your home base. What the fuck is that? You still have to build your home base the way you do every other game. That didn't make a lick of sense.
You're thinking about it there, Duke. Don't
I am
think
thinking about it because there should be a little logical consistency, but no. And the start of the game is a very bog standard mission. I don't get why they made it into the usual, you're going, it's a corridor shooter at the start of the game. The rest of the game is so different. Why do they start with this?
Yeah, I don't know. They've always done what they want.
Now,
Yeah,
that
they are.
said, it's a lot of fun. I have a message for Saints Row 4. You are not Crackdown. Stop pretending to be Crackdown, because that's basically, they saw Crackdown 2 and they're like, all right, let's just do that.
Yeah, but
Or
Crackdown 2
1
was shit. I was going to
No,
say.
no, Crackdown 1. I don't know which one they looked at, but they saw it and they were like, okay, we'll do Crackdown. And before they get to Crackdown, they had this weird game mode where like it's basically taking the scene from Fallout 4 when you're in the like idyllic suburban, every town USA place. And you're like going downstairs and you're eating pancakes for breakfast and you have the white picket fence and everything. And then it's like, blow up all the cop cars. And it's like, that doesn't make sense, but okay, I'll do that. I don't like the fact you have to charge your jump. That feels like an ancient tactic that shouldn't be in a modern game.
I like the jump charge.
Why? Why not just push it and you can jump super high?
It just makes you feel like you're doing something, doesn't it? Like
Yeah, it's like you're
I'm
charging
doing
it
something
up.
when I push the jump button. That's
Maybe
doing
you don't
something.
want to jump as high though. Maybe you only want to do half.
Yeah,
of
fine.
half
Then
a
make
jump.
it. Well, then you jump once for half the height and jump double jump. You get a super jump. Or
Yeah, but then
make
you've
it two
just got a
buttons.
double jump just because you want everything
There's
to be
no good
like
reason
Rocket
for a
League.
charged jump. I hate it.
You just want
and
it to be like
sucks.
Rocket League, don't you? Just
I-
double jump.
What?
I don't know.
No, like Crackdown. Crackdown, you jump as high as you want. You don't have to charge
No,
nothing.
well, that's not quite true because you start off with only a feeble jump and you have
No,
to
I
power
know,
it
but
up
I'm
by
saying
collecting
though,
orbs.
that's what you start with in this game, and then you build up your powers. But the point is, in Crackdown, you don't have to charge your jump. You just have to hold the button down before you jump. You shouldn't have to do it.
I don't know. I just feel like, you might not want to jump as high as you want to jump. I don't know.
Anyway, the
Yeah.
point is it's wrong and bad, but it's a fun game. There is this annoying, the most annoying thing of all is you're underneath this building, you want to jump on the roof of this house or something, and like there's like half an inch of like a roof, the eave of the roof that's like hanging over, and you bump up against that and you go right back down. It's like, I think I could glide off of that and keep going up. Don't you think? Couldn't you just make it a little more smooth by doing that? Developers, come on.
Maybe.
That said, it's a lot of fun. It's wacky. It's ridiculous. It's way over the top. I'm having a good time with it. It's very, Chinny said last week to me that it's a very different game from 3, which of course it is, and I knew that. I don't think, I haven't played enough of it to really make up my mind about how much I enjoy it overall. But, look, it's got the standard stuff. Mayhem. I don't know if it has the insurance fraud activity in it, but that's always been a favorite of mine when you fling yourself against oncoming traffic and whatnot. And it's so satisfying, Saints Row is like rocket propelled grenades into cars, shooting people, beating stuff. And the melee in this game is a lot better. So that's also very good. So I'm having fun with it. It's good.
I
Saints Row
don't
4.
think I've ever finished a Saints Row game.
Oh, 2 was the bollocks back in the day. It was
I
hard
don't
to
think
finish
I've
2,
even
and I
come
remember I did.
close. I don't think I've ever come close.
I finished 2
even.
and I think I finished 1, 2, and 3. I know I finished 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. I don't know if I'll finish this, but
I've finished
maybe.
them all.
We'll see.
Have you?
Look at
That's
you,
quite
Chinny.
impressive. Look at you,
Yeah.
you Saints Row.
I'm
beast.
watching this now. I'm like, I don't remember a fucking thing about this.
Have you finished this as well? Did you finish
yeah,
this?
yeah, I finished this and the DLC.
He
which
finished
is,
them all. That's why the horse is so happy with him.
I feel
God,
the DLC for this was really bad, but I finished that as well.
Just did it. You're
Fine.
just a completionist. Yeah,
That's when
that's
I
a
had
good
time.
word. Well, yeah, when you
Yeah.
had time.
Don't
When
have
you had
yeah.
time. So anyway, that's my first game done. Saints Row 4. Who's next?
Who's next? Shall I go? I don't know.
Sure.
I think so.
Sure.
Somehow I don't think Chinny has
decided.
a whole lot of stuff.
I
No.
decided it's been long enough to get back on my second playthrough of Until Then.
Okay.
So I've got back on it, and I haven't played. I'll be honest, I've not played a ton of stuff because I've just been so busy this week.
You're so busy getting stung by wasps.
Well, there's that happening, but we're having a new bathroom put in, so that's been
Oh,
going
boy.
on.
That'll do it.
And yeah, and also, I've been away this weekend.
yeah.
So I've been away for the weekend. So it's
So you're
just
not the
been
only one who's
like
busy, Chinny.
not had time. But this is kind of like, kick back, relax. It's a visual novel. It's, you don't have to do a
Yes.
lot of
Is this the one with the
stuff.
bouncing kids?
Yes, this is the one with the bouncing kids.
All right.
So I've started playing this again because I believe you get different stuff happening the second time you play it
Okay.
through.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like-
Sex
I'm like-
toys.
I'm like, not yet. That's 1,000
Okay.
times resist. That was in there.
Ah, gotcha.
So I'm kind of waiting for something to happen though. I've played probably the first couple of hours again, and nothing at the moment is any different.
Oh,
I mean, the
yeah.
first playthrough took me about 12 hours, so it's about 12 hours to play it through.
Okay.
And I've played a couple of hours in now, and it seems exactly the same. So I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I'm almost sure it said to get you get different endings if you play it through more than once to get like full complete the game.
Sounds like you've had the wool pulled over your eyes there.
I don't know what I don't know
guess
whether I
so.
have. Maybe I have. I don't know.
This is
So-
a false statement when it comes to this game
Something's happening.
because
No,
nothing's
no,
happening.
stuff does happen. Stuff does happen.
Well,
It
not the
is a
stuff you
cool
want to
game.
have happen.
No, but nothing extra is happening at the moment. So I'm not
it's
like
all the same thing.
Yeah, I'm like, when is something going to be different to the first time I
Yeah.
played it through? I don't
Come on, hurry up, make it different.
know. Come on. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something different to happen, but
Okay.
it's not happened yet.
Okay.
There you go. Chinny, have you got
Hello.
anything to talk about? Well, do we need to keep going till
It's
it?
just more Mario 64.
Yeah.
not much to say other than I have passed 100 stars now.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a good job. These aren't worth money for charity, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
Bloody
So
hell.
yeah, I'm doing all the levels I hate first. So I've done all of those now. So I've only got the levels that I like now. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I've got to this far. I might as well just do all of them. No, I do 120 stars. So, and then I'll start Sunshine. So that's all I got to say. Still loving it. Still great game. Mario 64.
It is a good game.
Jenny, I don't want to alarm you, but I just looked up the sports tab. First of all, why does it say sports instead of sport? That doesn't make any sense, right? It's the BBC website. It should just say sport. Am I right?
Oh, have you got
However-
snooker?
Oh, snap. We found the stuff that Jenny likes. Yeah, that's it. The 3 sounds are snooker. We're done.
Do them again. Do them again, just for me. Yeah.
Wow.
Woo!
Potted a ball.
Woo! Those are all the ones that are under 10 seconds. There's other sound effects, maybe. Oh, yeah, here's wrestling indoor. Okay, I'm not going to play that whole. That's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I've just quit while you was doing that.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. It's going to be great.
While you were doing that, I've just Googled, do you need to play Until Then more than once? And there's a few of these. Yeah, so on Steam, it says the game is absolute masterpiece. After playing the game twice, I can confirm that every playthrough is a continuation of the story. The game has multiple endings, with each
snap.
affecting your future playthroughs, with a lot of secrets being unraveled each time you play it again.
Well, Stu, I've just Googled it, and it says, "Oh my God, somebody bought this game."
That's, you know. And someone on Reddit's put, for those who complete the game only once, it's not over yet. You have to hit continue and you will play the game again, but this time it's the second route. So I am right in doing this, but I'm going to see what happens. So something's
You're
going to be
not
different.
right in playing that game.
Shut up. What do you know? It's such a good game.
I feel like most of our listeners agree with me the most. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. They should
don't
write in and
know.
find out. Uh-oh, Stu, I just found the roller skating sounds.
Kind of.
I mean, it is though.
What do you mean, kind of? That's obviously people roller skating.
Yeah, they're old roller skates, though. They don't sort of sound like that now.
Yeah, boo, BBC,
Way
have some new roller
smoother.
skates. Come on, what are you doing?
Way smoother.
Anyway, if it's back to me.
Just a minute, just to poo-poo Chinny's opinion of
Oh,
this
for
game.
God's sake.
I'm sorry, but I've got to do.
It's his opinion. What is there's not right or wrong?
On Steam, all reviews are overwhelmingly
What did we
positive.
say about
Yeah,
Steam reviews?
Yeah, and recent reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
I
It's
don't care.
overwhelmingly
I
positive.
don't
People
care.
love this game.
Self-selecting people who like those
It's
kinds of
just that
games.
You are an idiot. I'm just saying.
No.
It actually says that in one of the reviews. P.S. Chinny's an
Chinny
idiot.
is in it.
All
Don't
right.
listen to Chinny. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Anyway,
Come on, then. Come on!
back to me.
Back to you.
But it's a game I think Stu might like. It's called Sir Whoop-Ass.
Oh, I like the sound of this. What is this?
I know, right?
Yeah.
So, how is it described? I want to try to remember how they described Sir Whoop-Ass. It is basically a comedy RPG.
Okay.
And yeah, it's designed to be over the top, silly. You are a very burly knight in heavy armor, and one of the first things you get in terms of inventory is a propeller beanie.
Oh, okay. It would be cool
So
if you
you're
could see footage of this game while you're talking about it. 'cause
It
that's
would be
what-
great. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wouldn't it be
I would
great?
love to have
That's
that.
what normally happens. I don't know what's going on.
That's actually why I did it for. I put it on the thing,
You
my
put
list.
a link and everything.
I
I
did,
bet you-
yeah, I did.
know,
And
it's
so
amazing. Let's
maybe
have, why
we could
bother?
have someone do that.
I
Anyway,
know.
the point is,
Sorry, I'm just on
um,
a podcast with two people that don't realise there's a 15-second delay.
I'm just giving you shit for no reason, but
right.
whatever.
Oh no, I can see
so-
it. I can see it now.
Yes,
It's fine.
Sir Whoop-Ass, Immortal Death is the full title of the game, and yeah, This game contains puns, dad jokes, Flappy Bird-like arcade minigames, breaking of the fourth wall, and jabs directed at try-hard, overly serious RPGs. Do not play if you hate fun or would not like to strap in for a hilarious quest for the legendary villain-beating artifact.
So, how true is any of those statements? You know?
Well, here's the thing about this game.
Funny!
It's not funny. Like the whole time, I'm just like, oh God. The jokes are either way too aggro and like trying to be like, hey, he's got a propeller beanie. Or they're the most obvious things in the world. It's like, oh, here comes this big monster. And then you kill him in 2 hits. And it's like, wacky. And then when you die, there's these fire traps, and it took me like 4 times dying before I realized, oh, right, you have this skull that activates hidden things, and you can use it to, manipulate something beyond the trap. So I died from the fire trap like 4 times before I realized you're supposed to activate the skull, and that allows you to turn off the fire trap on the other side of the fire trap. It said roll through to put out fire, but that's only if you've already been ignited with fire, but whatever. The point is, when the loading screen says, try to avoid fire so you don't die. And it's like, I get it, because you died from fire. Oh God, the tears and humor. I refunded it. I spent like, half an hour playing.
Oh, you actually paid money for this?
Yes, I thought it was like, all the reviews were very positive, and I'm like, all right, let's give it a try.
Mind
like,
I was going to say,
Yes.
the trouble is, like, humor is very subjective, isn't it?
That's exactly what I wrote in my review. When I said negative review, I was like, meta narrative is tricky. Too much of it can be very annoying. As we know from the Stanley Terrible, they didn't let you disable captions. Escape doesn't close your map. You have to push M again to close the map. What sense does that make? None. That's what. The combat, and there's the thing. Look, I was willing to like let go of the fact that, okay, I'm not enjoying most of these jokes. There's a few things that I liked. So for instance, when you're in this castle at the beginning of the game, you're wandering around killing monsters, and at one point there's these brooms that are like just wandering around like magic brooms, and you get close to them and it has the name of the mob on it, and it says Broomba. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cute, right? Like a robotic, broom.
Yeah, see what they did there.
It's cute, and yeah.
And I just
So
saw
I
the
was
boss.
willing to.
I was saying, I just saw the boss was called Kenny No Balls.
Right. Get it? Hilarious. I was willing to let that stuff go in order to enjoy the RPG elements and the combat. I looked at the map. There was a huge map, lots of places to go, stuff to do. Okay, let's get. At a certain point, the combat, he winds up before he attacks. Like when you push the attack button, he goes, bam. And so you have to start attacking before the person's next to you. That's like, what is that? That didn't make any sense. So those 2 things, not very funny, and frustrating combat.
Funny!
It meant that I just wasn't enjoying it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to play this the full 2 hours before I refund it, because I'm not having fun. So get out of here, Sir Whoop Ass. And guess what? You're never going to guess. There's a special, like, potion you can drink in order to have extra attack power. Try to guess what it's called. You're never going to guess what it's called for Sir Whoop Ass.
Well, if we're never going to guess, you might as well just tell us.
But take a guess. Oh, damn it. How did you know, Chinny?
What did he say? What did you say, Chinny?
A can of whoop-ass.
Oh, there you go.
Because you get it? Because it's the can, Sir Whoop Ass, and he opens a can of Whoop Ass. You literally open a can.
And then he whoops ass. Presumably.
So what?
I mean,
I don't understand,
yeah.
Duke, because as we know on this show, Steam reviews being positive is an overwhelming, like 200% success rate.
I
So-
must be the stupid person if I don't like the game that everyone else loves on Steam.
So it's almost like things that are subjective, like, I don't know, humor or story.
Yeah,
can be...
so
Or
Well,
gameplay, even.
Now, listen. Right, I'm not necessarily going to disagree with you wholeheartedly here, but
Sounds like you are.
when something's had about 4,000 or 5,000 reviews and it's overwhelmingly positive, you've got to assume.
That's a lot of people who like it. That doesn't mean it's
and it
objectively good.
Yeah, but you would also have to say, if there were people who didn't like it, that would eventually
They're
bring
freaks.
it would bring it down, but obviously they're not. So
I reckon there's about
Well,
4,000 people that like the movie Problem Child 4. Does that
Well,
make it
maybe.
a
I
good
don't
thing?
know. That's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
that's a lot to ask if
Does
you
that
ask
make it a
me.
good thing?
Although to be fair, we watched them. Have you seen this new M Night Shyamalan trap movie or whatever
Nope.
No.
with Josh, whatever his face is in it?
Do you remember
it-
anybody's names anymore?
Not really. I'm old. Josh Hartnett. It is Josh
No, I
Hartnett
don't know
plays
about it.
plays the main character in it. But it's terrible. It was awful, right? And
Yeah.
and there are people on, Rotten Tomatoes who like this movie. I mean, it's only got 50%, so it's not like only half
Somebody
of the.
likes it.
Well, some of the critics are
likes it.
like, I like it because it's so bad. It's
Well, that's
so
the thing
terrible.
now.
I
Why do you think
like
The
it.
Room has so many fans?
Well, so yeah, they
But
like it 'cause
we
it's
spent
so
the weekend
terrible.
honoring Maggie Smith, who just passed away. May you rest in peace.
Yes, indeed.
So we watched Gosford Park again. Oh, that's one of
I
my
don't
favorite
understand-
movies in the world.
I
It's
feel
so
like
good.
Maggie Smith has cheated time because she's been old
know,
for
right?
like 40 years.
Well, Jay,
Well, she was old looking early, and then she just sank into that role, man. She just coasted.
well, I mean, I know you don't like the lady, but J.K. Rowling said, I didn't think she would ever die.
No, I don't.
Well,
think so.
no, I mean, there's a lot of good things about J.K. Rowling.
Didn't
I
think
li-
she would ever die.
I
Yeah.
remember watching Hook. Remember the movie Hook?
I
Directed
do.
by
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Robin Williams.
Maggie Smith's in that, and I remember thinking when
Wow.
I was a kid, looking at that, going, "Fuck me, she's old. She's old."
Yeah, but everyone said
Little
that. That's
did
the
you
other thing
know.
everybody's like, she's just always been
So
old.
And then when I said I died, and I was like, "Oh yeah, she should have died by now." And then she was like 89. I was like, "I thought she was 117."
Yeah.
Well, however old she was, whatever she looked like, she was an amazing actor, and
She
we
was a
really
very
love
was.
you. So thank
It
you.
was.
Yeah.
Someone
Dowager
had
Countess,
thought-
man. What is a weekend?
Someone had put in one of the comments I read on like a story about her life. Someone had put, for the Americans out here, why should we be like going mad about this woman? I'm not sure.
Watch better movies, and you'll appreciate good
And
actors.
they-
That's why.
And they were like, you what?
People just want to brag about being ignorant.
Well,
Anyway,
maybe-
Sir Whoop Ass, not good, and more importantly,
Not funny.
yeah,
so,
unfortunately.
that's that. But I think, you know,
Yeah.
given the subjectivity of humor, Stu, you might like this game. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
because it's got so many
Might wanna
positive
give it a giggle.
reviews, you might like.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna
Um,
come back next week. Duke, you're crazy. This game is brilliant.
This game is
It's fun.
amazing.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to talk about Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster because I've been playing. That's probably the main thing I've played this week, if I'm being totally honest. I've not
Hey,
played a lot.
Stu.
Yes.
I found
yes.
out that I've got this game.
How? How is that even possible?
Well, when you're a huge megastar like me, people just give you stuff.
Mind you, you've got this game because it's on my Steam list and you're
No.
Very
I
so
got it
that
on
is
the
part-
Xbox.
Whoa!
Oh,
How?
what
How is
the
this
what?
possible?
Listen,
What
Is
the
it on
fuck?
Game Pass?
When you're a
What the
fucking
what?
rock star
No, it's
like
not.
me,
It's not on
right,
Game
When you're a
Pass.
rock star like me,
It's always about the rock star.
things
isn't it?
just fucking happen. Also, my thank you.
Sorry.
My console brother bought it. So
Good on him. Good on him.
There's also that. Yeah.
Chris Carter, who I share my Xbox with, he bought it, so
Yeah.
I've got it through that.
So, here's the thing, right? There's a certain way to play this game, and there's a certain way not to play this game.
Okay.
Okay.
And I did the certain way not to play this game because I concentrated on other stuff, and then I got to a point and everybody had died. You know, all the things where it said, "Oh, go and save this person," or "There's someone's been spotted here, and you need to go and like save them."
Yeah.
I did a really bad job, and then it's like, "Broop, such and such a body's died. Broop, such and such a body's died. Broop, such and such." I'm like,
Yeah, but you're
Maybe
not
this-
obligated to save them, though.
no, you're not. But you get loads of PP, don't you, for like
But you
bringing them
want
yeah, but
to.
like, that's just a means to an end. So like, you can get PP by doing anything.
Yeah, you can. So I was just
So
like,
if you don't care about getting like, let's just call it XP for like.
well,
like if you don't care about getting XP that way, then just get it another way. Who cares? Fuck 'em.
no, I
Let 'em
know, I
die.
know. But one of them I felt quite bad about, which was you know, there's a couple with the convicts in they kill her husband, they just whack him on the head with a baseball bat and kill him. And I'm like,
It's
"That-
been a minute, Stu. I can't really. remember.
yeah. I'm like, that sucks. That sucks. And she does a run of screaming, and you have to kind of go and speak to her and like calm her down. And I was just telling her to follow me, right? Because you go, come on, or whatever. You just press like the right analog stick in to get them to follow you. But But what I'd forgotten is that you can grab them by the hand and drag them along, which is actually a way better way of doing it.
Yeah.
Because all that kept happening was the convicts just killed her before I got her to the door because she kept stopping or getting stuck with zombies and things. And then when I realized I could grab her hand, I thought, do you know what? Maybe I should have done that. So I went back to a really early save and started again. Just like did over. I started over, Duke. Started over.
Dude, start it up and let's start over.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And I
Nice.
saved her. And then
Nice.
you come across these two Japanese tourists in like one of the bookstores.
Yeah.
And you speak to them and they speak in Japanese and it translates what they've said. But then that's it. And I couldn't interact with them afterwards. I'm like, well, how do I get them to follow me? I don't know how to do it.
Japan.
I've been having trouble. I'm like, why won't they follow me? So that happened, right? And then I got the killer clown with the two chainsaws, you know, the killer clown?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
remember. Yeah.
Remember him? And he's like, and it does a little bit of a Dark Souls thing, right? And I'm thinking, I wonder if that's where they got this idea from. Because the bosses in this are quite difficult, but
You wonder if Dark Souls got the idea to have hard bosses from this game? Is that what you're saying?
maybe.
Yes, I'm
No,
sure
it
that's
didn't.
how it worked.
But right, it's similar in so much as you have to read the patterns. So you die, like I died quite a few times trying to kill him, and then it was like, how do I? Because he's quite good at defending. If you shoot at him, he puts his two chainsaws up to block the bullets. I mean, this
Yes.
guy's a fucking demon. If you like trying to hit him with something, he does the same. And I'm like, how the hell am I meant to take health off this dude? And then he blows up red and green balloons. And the green balloons provide health. And for some reason, he throws them at you. I don't know why. So he helps you out of it. And the
Thank
red
goodness.
ones stagger you. So they'd like gassy, like gassy
Ah.
stuff and stagger you. So what I
Yeah.
realized was if I shot the balloons as he was blowing them up, he would get staggered. Then I could shoot him or run up and hit him with stuff. And that was
There
kind
you
of how
go.
I did it. It took a while. I must admit, because you have to wait till
Yes.
he blows a balloon up. And every time he did that, I managed to take chip away at his health, and I eventually killed him. Now, what's
Yeah.
cool about
Take
killing
that, clown.
the killer clown is that a guy that you can finally stop because there's this like rocket roller coaster thing flying round in a circle really, really fast.
Yeah.
And obviously he's malfunctioned it. So you get the card off him to stop it. When you do that, you get another janitor and he shows you a shortcut back to the security room. So that was kind of cool, and useful.
Noise.
Yep. So that's happened.
Yeah.
But the other good thing about it is you get his chainsaw. So you get one of his chains,
Nice.
which is like super powerful weapon to have. Yeah, so it's like a mini chainsaw with a handle on. So I'm doing all right. I'm making my way through the story. I'm at the sort of the next stage. I've completed the first stage of the main story because there's this like woman and dude, and they're acting a bit weird, and you don't know why they're there, and he's like won't tell you anything. So you got to, and then I've just shared with him that I've got a helicopter coming back in 72 hours. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I guess we'll have to work together then, Frank. So
I guess so.
So he's giving me stuff, I'm giving him stuff.
Yeah.
Still think
And
you're
I've
gonna
got-
finish it, Stu?
Yeah, I've got like this until 6 o'clock in the morning for the next part of the main story to start.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go and see if I can rescue some survivors, go and find, maybe fight a couple more bosses. So yeah, I'm not. Do you know what? I feel like because they have made it a little bit easier. Now the autosaves do what it used to do. So the PP you've collected up to the point of an autosave like stays, and then if you collect any more after that point, if you get killed and it reloads, that's how you've still got that same PP. I think it seems to be that way. But if you go back to a proper save that you've done at a toilet or at the security office, it's whatever the status was at the time you did it, from what I can work out.
Yeah.
So it is. So I think the auto saves do the old fashioned PP stays as it is if you just rely on those. But if you manual save, it's obviously if you get killed and restart from a manual save, it's what it was when you saved. Is
Yeah.
what I think. I could be wrong. I don't.
I heard you there, Stu, but I didn't hear what you said. If you know what I mean.
You didn't understand it. Is that what you're saying?
No.
You see, in the original game, you could get like loads of PP, right? So you start the game, play it for an
Yeah.
hour or two, and then you could restart the game, and all the PP you collected, you still had.
I think that only happens if you finish the game.
No, I remember it happening. I remember restarting the game about 3
Oh.
times and photographing the couple getting back together to get to like level up my character so I could progress further in the game, like grind, if you will.
Well, okay.
So
I
I'm
mean,
almost sure I remember doing
hey,
it.
Hey, who
I
am I?
fucking remember. All
Who
right.
am I? I don't know.
I remember. I've also did find the fountain with the minigun, so I have
Oh, there
found
you
the
are.
minigun. So I've got that as
Aw,
well.
yeah.
Not a minigun, sorry, like an Uzi. It is
Mhm.
like an Uzi submachine gun. So I have got that. I can't remember where the katana was though. I know it's high up on something.
It's on like an what do you call
A
it?
canopy. It's like a canopy.
It's on,
Yeah,
it's in,
canopy.
It's in one of the very... Cool. It's in one of the very first areas.
Areas somewhere, isn't it?
I remember where it is. I reckon I
Yeah.
could get there.
Yeah. But so far, I feel like I'm enjoying it the second time now way more than I did the original time that I played it.
Ah.
You know,
Cool.
I do feel like they have made it way more accessible. Because I just
Yeah.
I don't think the zombies are as aggressive. I remember dying really. I remember it being just hard as nails.
They
and
gave a bunch of
dying a lot.
quaaludes to the zombies, and they're just like, whatever, man.
Yeah, they don't. They definitely don't seem quite as vicious. Wow, quite as vicious as the original playthrough. But I don't know. It remains to be seen. But I am playing it. You know what I mean? I am enjoying it. So
Yeah, cool.
yeah, it's good. It is
I
a
don't know
good
whether I'm
game.
going to play it yet, really. I don't know. I've got it, but I don't know.
You don't know what you're doing.
No.
Don't know what you're doing.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's good.
Cool.
Good so far.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kill those fucking convicts. They're a pain in the ass for when you want to get to different areas of them all.
They
Though.
come back alive. though.
Yeah.
Do they?
Comics.
Yeah.
You see, I had this issue because I cleared out the service tunnel, you know, to back to the security room. So I did all that, cleared it all out. And then the next, because I thought, oh, that's cool. Next time I go through there, I'll be able to, you know, just get in. It'll be fine. I won't have to mess around killing everything. And then the second time I went through, they were all there again. I was like, oh, God. And then when I went to the lift, so because the first time I went through the lift, that was all clear and there was no zombies at all in there. And then I opened the lift today to take a survivor back, and it was absolutely bloody rammed with zombies. The whole lift
Can't
was
stop
full.
them. They're infested.
God damn it.
No, but how did they get in there? It's all locked up and shit. They don't know how to open doors.
Or do they?
What the hell is that noise meant to be?
Exterior jet aircraft dive and crash. There's the
That
crash.
sounds like a really bad video game soundbite, is what that sounded like.
I don't know what to tell you. This is probably from the
Jesus
70s on the
Christ.
BBC website.
I remember when killing those convicts, being really happy that I killed them,
Yeah.
and then the same playthrough they came back. I'm pretty sure, like I'm like 99%.
But why? They didn't replace him with another 3?
I don't know,
And-
Stu. I don't know. I didn't make the game.
Ah.
Zombies
You
tend to
see,
reproduce themselves.
Just saying,
They're not
but that
zombies.
is. Can I just say something here?
Go
Chinny?
ahead, say it.
That is another similarity to Dark Souls, is it not?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying, there's mechanics in this game.
Yeah, but you know what? Hang on a second, though. The thing about the bosses, that's the way bosses have always been. I remember complaining about bosses on the PS1 that had, like, you got to get him when he's standing near the toxic barrel. It's like it's always been the case.
No,
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
have to
but they
figure out
don't-
the
the issue
pattern
is
of
that,
how the
like,
boss moves.
The issue is dude,
They
is that
reappear,
You
they
go
come
you go
back.
into the main.
No, I
quad
know that's
area.
the issue now, but what you said earlier about bosses is different.
Yeah, you go into the main quad area. They're there. You kill them, and then about I don't know, like,
Yes.
a little bit later, they come back.
Yeah, right. Right, because they repop just automatically when you leave the area.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
but
way Far Cry 2 was. You clear out a control post, you go to the other side of the island, you come back, this control post is repopulated already. Fuck that.
But how annoying is that?
Yeah, it's very
Well, they do
annoying.
the
I'm just
same-
saying, I don't think Dark
Oh.
Souls decided based on Dead Rising, like, oh, let's do that.
Can I just say though?
Lots
but-
of games have done that.
I guess. But these are the same 3 convicts that you've already killed.
Yes. Oh, it's very frustrating.
It's
no
not
doubt.
like,
I'm
you
not-
know, there are another set of convicts that have
Agreed,
appeared
agreed.
later.
Yes.
You've
I
killed
know.
them fucking convicts and now
Yes.
they're back again.
Bullshit. Yes, it's very
Bloody
annoying.
bullshit is what that is.
Yeah, it is. All right. Anything else about Dead Rising?
No,
to
it's
complain
good.
about?
I'm really
Okay.
impressed with the remake. I think they've done a really good job of it.
Good. Are we doing Play My Game, or should I talk about my other one?
We can do Play My Game, Birch, if you'd like.
Bitch. Yeah, bitch! Yeah, bitch! Play my game, bitch.
Yeah, it's got the Breaking Bad connection.
Yeah, bitch!
What's the Play My Game this week?
That was a teapot smash.
Yeah, Mud Runner. It was. We decided last week.
Expedition, a Mud Runner game.
Expedition, a Mud Runner game.
Yeah. This is the part of the show where we all talk about a game we played. We agreed upon it last week. We played
Yeah,
it. We're ready to talk
the
about it
person
now.
who hasn't played it, by the way,
How do you know?
because he even just asked what it was.
Yeah,
No,
but
that
he
was
might
a-
have just
that was a-
forgotten, but
No,
played it
no,
earlier in the week.
I knew what it was. I was queuing it up on the fucking video. What do you think? I was doing.
It was feeding us a
Stu,
straight line, so
I
we
don't
could.
know. I don't know if you know
On the
this, but
BBC,
this
when
is-
they go to the weatherman, they're like, "What's the weather like?" It's not that they have no idea what the weather's going to
I
be
was
like.
setting it up, Stu, for the listeners. Like, what is it?
I
I played it. I got 2 achievements on
Jesus
it.
Christ! Don't you
have
pay
you?
attention to the
Yeah.
weather, Fred?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
quite impressive. I haven't got any achievements on it.
There you are.
Well, this is a game where you drive a truck in the mud,
Yeah, you do.
and you complete expeditions. You do stuff in order to achieve goals when driving a truck through the mud. Or so you'd think because of the name Mud Runner Expeditions, but in reality, a lot of this game is drive 5 feet. Bing! Stop! Let me explain this other mechanic to you now. When you're in thick mud, you may want to release the tire pressure. Do it now. Okay, it
Duke,
uses more gas.
Duke, it's called a tutorial.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
with,
a
I
tutorial
am
makes you
with Chinny
stop
on.
every 5 seconds.
I'm with
Usually
Chinny
they
on
do, yeah.
this. Yeah, they do. I'm with Chinny on this.
Not
I think you're
Skyrim.
being
Done.
overly hard. Skyrim shit.
I am being. Wait till I get going, then you'll hear harsh.
Also, Skyrim is about wizards and shit. This is about driving. It's technical.
This is about driving.
Should
yeah,
be about driving, but once you
trucks.
finally get done with the tutorial and it's like, all right, here's the
Let me
mission.
ask you. Well,
we need you to
just a minute. Let me ask you this, Duco.
Go ahead, ask me, Stu.
Without the tutorial, would you have known what you were doing?
No.
No, well, exactly. That's why you've got it like that. Because I would have had no clue.
Did they have to stop me every 10 seconds to show me what to do?
Well,
Could
I
they have
thought
let
that
me
was a good way of doing
drive a bit? And all right, well, then maybe you enjoyed it. I didn't.
'Cause it was
However,
over
the point
quicker.
is, well, it didn't feel quick to me. But the point is, once you get done with that, they give you this expedition. It's like, all right, now you need to go up the hill and get the censoring weather thing, whatever. Who cares? Nobody matters. And you're going to drive up. Watch out. The roads are rough. Okay. I'm going up, driving. Yes, finally. Going around. Roads bumpy. But I'm driving. I'm having a good time. Oh, here's a lake. What lake? What lake? You need to use this device to figure out how deep the lake is. What the fuck? I thought this was a game about driving on muddy roads. No, you need to figure out it's lake depth measuring time. I hope you wanted that in your game. No, I don't. All right, look. Here's the thing.
Well, you got to
read out-
drive through water as well, so you need to know.
Yeah,
how deep
maybe
the
you could go
water is to
around
be
it.
Safe.
Whatever. I thought I figured out where it was safe because it said it's green here. I'll drive in the green part. Up, you went a little too far. Bam, sideways. Now what the fuck do I do? I'm sitting here sideways. I'm just pushing buttons. It goes winch. I was like, oh, winch, cool. Aim at the tree. Boom, winch. It's pulling me up sideways, flips me over upside down. I was
Nice.
like, I don't know what to do now. Fuck this shit. I'm done.
Brilliant.
I just want to say, f this game. I'm done.
All right.
Wow.
Fair enough.
I guess. I don't even know what to say.
Now here's where you say what you did when you played it.
Well, I played it and I didn't fuck it up. That's
Yeah,
what
you
I
didn't
did.
fuck it
Okay,
up.
great.
Yeah.
I'm
So
very
I-
proud of you.
So
That's very nice.
I knew what this game was really because I've watched like a snow version of it. You know, the Snow Runner.
Well,
Okay.
there's Snow Runner, Mud Runner, isn't it? I
Yeah.
played the Mud Runner game, so the
So
original.
I've watched
I
it
played.
on Twitch before, so I sort of knew what
Yeah.
I was getting into. I knew it was a realistic. It's a realistic driving game. It's a realistic game where every rock and bump.
Oh yeah, it's
is a
all about
problem,
physics, isn't
right?
it? Yeah,
So
yeah.
you know, in most games, you think, well, I'll just drive over that. What's the problem? Whereas this
Yes.
is like it's an issue.
No, you won't.
So, yeah, I knew what I was getting into, and I didn't mind the difficulty of it. I knew it wasn't a game where I was just going to speed over a lake and and whatnot. So it didn't really bother me so much, and I got through that like
Great.
you were talking about, Duke.
Yeah, I
to
did.
hear
I
it.
just went in and then left straight.
Very proud of
away.
you. That's very nice.
It wasn't that big a
I
deal,
went in,
really.
I drove over the green stuff.
Yeah, and I was
fine.
out the other side. Yeah, same.
That's great. Did you have
That
fun?
was-
Was it enjoyable, this game?
No.
No, you know what? I was going to say the same.
Y'all giving me a bollocken, and yet you didn't
I-
have fun either.
I enjoyed it up until the point, right? You had to send a drone up to check out stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it said, back to the truck, right? So I was like,
sure.
okay. So I went back to the truck. So I pressed B. And then there was a marker on the map where there was an airdrop. So I'm like, I must have to go there next. So I went down all these cliffs and stuff. Got
Yes.
to the airdrop location. And then got the airdrop. So I was like, that's fine. So I turned the truck around to go back the other way. And there was no way of getting back up this cliffside. It was fucking really steep. And there was another marker. So I followed that marker. And then it
Yeah.
went, oh, that's cool. Get back to the truck. And I think I was still meant to be in the drone. I don't think I was
Okay.
meant to have driven down there at this point, but I did anyway.
I did a similar
Whoops.
thing. I did.
And then I got completely stuck. There was nowhere to go. I couldn't get out. And I'm just like,
I did a similar thing where it says, "Oh, fly the drone to the top of the hill,"
that's right.
and
Yeah.
then I just looked at it to find out which way I could get up. Drove my truck to the top of the hill, and
Yeah.
then it says, "No, you've got to land your drone here."
Yeah.
So then I had to land my drone there, and then there was a marker before you get to the hill that I had to drive back to. And
Yeah.
yeah. So it isn't the most
Oh.
straightforward game. No, look, I didn't enjoy it. I won't play it again. However,
No.
this is a simulation game. It's a sim game as much as like flight
Okay.
sim. This
Yeah,
is
it
it's
is.
a drive sim, but it's not a racing sim. It's a driving sim. It's like a trucking sim. So I appreciate it. I think it's well made. I just don't think I'll ever spend any time playing it. Ever.
No,
It's well made. It's just not fun to play.
It's just not fun.
I kind of enjoyed the challenge a little bit up until the point where I got completely stuck, and I'm like, "What's meant to happen now? Do you restart the mission? What do you do?" I don't know.
You can send your truck back to the start.
Yeah, so you'd have to restart the
You
whole
have to
thing again.
restart. It's just a quick like like a B to reset sort of thing.
Yeah. But no, it can fuck off. I was just like, I can't.
Because I went that and then I went down and I got a thing, and like if you use the binoculars and everywhere you look at it, it exposes the map more and
Yeah,
exposes
yeah,
more
it did it.
airdrop.
It totally did a Far Cry thing, didn't it? When
Yeah.
let's do Ubisoft. Look, there's all these markers on your map now that you can go and
But
investigate.
it's not like it's just looking through the binoculars. You don't have to go to the top of a hill. So
No,
Yeah.
but you obviously if you're higher up, it is better than if you're low
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
I guess, because
Yeah.
you can see more on the map through the
so
binoculars.
I appreciate for what it is, and I know a lot of people like
Same.
these games, but
yeah.
they're not for me. I'm afraid.
It was
Thumbs down.
all right, but it wasn't. Yeah, I'm not going to play it again either.
No, I'm never going to play it again.
Yeah, no.
I'm
I don't-
walking in the
That's-
snow away from this game.
Yeah, that's the
It's
end.
someone walking in the snow.
of how much.
No,
I
we
would play
understand the
this game.
same clip, Duke. Like we don't.
Yeah, okay.
We don't need more.
Yeah, we
It's
get
people
we get
clapping
it.
there. Yeah.
Well, that's actually a good sound clip. We can tell what that is.
Yeah. All right, real quick. My last game. I went to Epic Game Store. What do they got free right now? Let's see. They got a game called The Spirit and the Mouse.
Oh, okay.
And this is a story about a little mouse. You're the mouse, and it's getting chased by a cat in the opening cutscene, and it's running around in the rain, and it sees people's cozy homes, and it's like, I want to do something that will help people, and it's a cozy game, and you're helping. You're a mouse. You know what? I actually really am enjoying this game. It's really sweet. It's
You're
very
so funny.
charming. It's very cute. Hi, Duchess. Yes, hello. Fine. Go away. What are you doing? Yes, I love you too. Go away. Making weird gestures out in the field. So, Spirit of the Mouse. Yeah, it's really cute. It is annoying, however, that first of all, there's this whole thing about this. Okay, the mouse is like, I want to do something to help these humans. Whatever. There's a rain. It's windy and raining. Someone's scarf blows off the clothesline, And the woman's like, oh no, my favorite scarf. And it's all French developers, so presumably. Anyway, the scarf goes up to the top of this lightning rod and it just lodges on it. And you're like, okay, all right. And it's like, go get the scarf from the lightning rod. And it's like, okay, cool. A big open, not big, but it's a little city and you're going to go scamper up there, right? How the fuck do you get up there? It's so confusing. So finally you get jump this, jump that, and eventually you can get, and there's like lattice that you climb sideways, on like some games where there's like a grid and you grab it and you can go up that way. So I finally get up there. I'm up on the thing. I'm getting the scarf off. It's a cutscene, which doesn't make sense, but whatever. And then there's this slow build up to an electric bolt. And then the mouse is like fried. And then he's on the ground. And then there's this voice like, wake up, can you hear me? And it's like, what? And then there's this like talking flame electric bolt face thing. And he's like, I am the spirit Lumiere. I am here to help you. And it's like, what is this shit? I thought I was a mouse trying to help humans. Now there's some spirit that comes to help people and you are going to help the spirit with electricity stuff and all this shit. And I was like, what the fuck is all this? And then it's like, okay, so then there's this other dude who's like, and these cutscenes are way too long. Dude is in the restaurant. And he's like, oh, why are you still here, sir? We're about to close. He's like, my favorite show, it's coming on. And the guy's like, oh, I hate to tell you, but the antenna hasn't worked for months. And the guy's like, I never miss an episode. It's like, wait a minute. If you saw this last week and the antenna's been broken for months, how were you watching it here last week? That doesn't make any sense. And if you weren't watching it here, why don't you go where you were watching it? However, plot holes aside, you have to help these other light spirits, and then when you help them, it helps the big light spirit that needs. Here's the reason why they included all of that, I think. It would be one thing for you to just be a mouse helping people out with stuff, which I think was the game should be, but the reason I think they have the electricity stuff is if you're down at the bottom of a building and you've already found your way up to the top of the building, but then you needed to come back down for some reason, you need to get back up quickly, there are these electric boxes and you just go in one and bzzz, and then you just zoom up to the top. So it's a way of fast traveling. And I think they invented the whole electricity spirit thing in order to make it easy for you to fast travel through these electric boxes.
Yeah.
Do you know?
That
do you
would be
know?
annoying.
Yeah. Do you not also think it's because the game's called Spirit and the Mouse?
Well,
they
but I
make the
mean,
game
it could just be
first,
called The
and then
Mouse
they-
in the City or something.
They don't
Yeah, I
come up with a
guess.
name. It's not like an English. It's not an English
might have
exercise, Stu. Where they go
Wait a
right.
minute, this
write
game
a
about
story.
driving, we called it Grand Theft Auto, now it has to have crime in it? Damn.
Well, they might have come up with the concept of a spirit and the mouse as the concept of the game, regardless of. it's
Guys,
not
I
like
just
they
realized something.
shoehorned it in. You know what I mean? They
You
may
know
have come up with that.
You know how we were making a snooker game? Well, we called it FIFA, so I guess we need to fucking make it about football now?
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'm saying though, they met that.
I
may have
know
been
what
the
you
concept
mean.
from the beginning.
I know. It's possible. All I know is it doesn't make a lot of sense unless you think, okay, they needed to do it for fast travel purposes. In which case, it's fine. And generally speaking, the mechanics are cool. There's this one mission where you have to go help people with their mail because it's out in the rain and the mail's going to get ruined. And the little spirit dude you're helping is like, oh, this pizza place is giving away 2-for-1 pizzas. They must have had a lot of spare pizzas. I thought that was kind of funny. This spirit who doesn't understand how human commerce works.
I don't like this mouse.
Why not?
What's up with the mouse?
Too nice.
Maybe mice are
Well,
nice. There you go, mice are nice.
You don't know that mice are not pleasant. They just
Well, like,
they
someone
are in a
said to me, "Oh,
Scrabble
my
chance
antenna's
to survive.
My antenna's broke, and I need to watch my." I was like, firstly, it's your internet, not your antenna. I don't know what you're doing. Secondly,
What is this, 1973? The
Secondly-
Yeah, what
internet?
is this? A
Totally-
CB radio?
totally your
Yeah.
problem, not my problem.
But he wants a purpose in his. It actually says at one point, like the mouse was looking for purpose in his life. I was like, okay,
Cheese.
I don't know that that's a thing for. Yeah,
Cheese.
exactly.
Jeez.
Reproduce and get cheese. That's
Cheese
pretty
is
much
my
Yeah,
it.
purpose, and
Now,
I'm a human.
the funny, one of these cute things is that one of the buttons on your mouse, get it on your mouse. The left button is to jump, and the right button is to squeak.
I
So
like
when
that.
you're running
No, I
around,
like-
you can just.
I like that. I do like that. I do
Yes,
like
it's a little
pointless-
tiny, stupid aesthetic thing,
pointless
but
things like that.
it's
yeah.
cute.
I
So I'm
do.
having fun with it, and like there's all these like objects that are glowing slightly, and when you go near them and you electrocute them, zzz, you get these little electric icons. They're basically coins or something. You can trade those in later on. You're also occasionally finding these light bulbs lying around. They're blue, And so when you find those, you have like a certain number of light bulbs. I don't know what that's going to be good for at some point, but and then when I finally got the TV working and the dude was like, "Oh, it's my show. I'm so happy." This ball of happiness comes out of the restaurant and it lands in the street, and you collect the ball of happiness. And I was like, "Oh, that's so charming and cute. I love collecting balls of happiness."
What do you do with the ball of happiness then?
You give it to the spirit, and if he gets enough balls of happiness, he can go back home because he's done helping these humans. Because really, you're doing his job for him, and he complains about that endlessly. But I don't know. In a world where every game is kill this and slaughter that and vivisect these, it's nice to have a game where the object is to collect balls of happiness. So
yeah, no, I like the sound of this. I must admit, I've just gone and got it off Epic Games.
Hey, it's free. Why not?
I want to collect balls of misery.
Yeah, balls of angriness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is that no matter what we're doing, we are. Oh wait. Oh, right, because I put them by show. Sorry. The important thing is that we're collecting balls of some kind.
Balls.
And the next free game on Epic is going to be Bear and Breakfast, and I've heard some good things about that one. So now it's not on Steam reviews where I've heard these good things. It's on the Reddit for cozy gamers. Now, granted, again, it's a self-selecting crew, but they are not shy to say this game sucks or that game's good. So I kind of, and especially if it's free, like I'll try Bear and Breakfast. So keep your eyes peeled, people. Epic Game Store has some good stuff free lately.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Rocket League is free.
You can't complain, can you? I mean, free.
Sure, I can.
Free.
But if it's my time is precious. So free's good, but free, and even if it's free, if it eats up valuable time for no good reason, then that's a problem. But this game didn't. This game is fun and charming and nice. So
there you go.
There you go. All right, we're done with all our games, right?
Stuff. I think so. Yeah.
You got any news?
Oh my God! I didn't realize this. Whoa. Just need to stop you right there because I have this on my wish list on Steam. What Squirrel with a Gun is out? Do you remember this?
Oh my God! Squirrel with a Gun is out.
I've just seen it on Epic. I've just seen it on Epic Games Store. I'm like, this game is actually a thing because everyone was like, "Is that really a game?" It's a bit like, I don't know, Goat Simulator, but with squirrels.
Squirrel and with a gun.
Squirrel.
Okay.
We're squirrel.
God, there's so many footsteps. There's 2 women and 1 man.
Wow.
Sounds like horses.
It did sound a bit like horses.
All right, so you got Squirrel with a Gun. We have no news. Is it time for email then?
Yes, we've only got one.
No, the only news, not the.
Oh, whoa! There's news apparently.
There is news.
Okay, news.
Putting news first.
The Sony had a showcase thing.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
and?
right. Yeah.
The new Ghosts of Yotai. Which is
Yeah,
Ghost
is this a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima?
Yes, it
is.
Okay,
It is.
okay.
And the good news about this Sony showcase is that, well, that was the only thing that they had was that game. And everything else was like, play Horizon Zero Dawn remastered. I was like, no, no.
That's all
Actually,
you're getting for your fancy.
There was a little
PS5
news
Pro.
there was actually news this week from Sony. There's a trailer for the Last of Us 2 TV show. It's like a very slender teaser, but somebody posted on it on Threads, and I was like, well, I wrote about that game, so if anybody's interested.
Does it?
Neil
Can I just
Druckmann said
say?
it was pretty good.
Can I just say? Does it include a golf club? Just asking.
There's there's nothing even pointing at any. It's just like Ellie playing the guitar and like looking at what's his name, Fred or whatever friend's name is. Joel, thank you. And
Yes, Joel.
that's pretty much it. Like there's so little in the trailer, but I'm still getting all choked up. And the Duchess is like, "What?" I'm like, I can't say anything. You'll see.
Yeah.
But it does say at one point you see graffiti that says "Feel her love." So there's that. A little hinting at that. So yeah, but it's and it's like coming in February 2025 or something. I'm like, that's pretty early. The Duchess was like, "Why are they releasing information about it so soon?" I'm like, "Build up the hype, man. Why do you think?"
There is, by the way, I have got a little bit of news. This week as well,
just keeps
actually,
coming.
Thinking about it.
Dish.
No, the Meta Quest 3S released this week.
Oh.
Just keep sticking on letters and numbers on these models.
So can you guess what this is? So that we've got
It's a
obviously
3S.
there's a MetaQuest 2, there's a MetaQuest
Yeah.
3. So now we've got
It's
the
S for
MetaQuest
super.
3S. Is this better or worse than the MetaQuest 3? Well, that's the
Well,
question.
obviously the
say-
next one that comes out is always better.
I was
Better?
going to say better, but yeah, now that you've said that, I'm going to make me.
It makes me think, yeah, it's probably not.
It's not better, it's worse. This is
Ah,
so this is basically a MetaQuest 2 with better. It has got the same processor in as a 3. So it has so it's as
Okay.
powerful. But it's got the original Fresnel lenses in it rather than the pancake lenses. And it's
Oh, Fresnel lenses.
$130 cheaper.
okay.
So it's $130.
But the real problem is that the Quest 3 is too expensive, really. That's the
Yeah, so
real
this
problem.
is kind of between the Quest 2 and the Quest 3. This is kind of the in the middle of the road cheaper version.
Okay.
Even though it's got an S after the name, making you think it's better, but it's not actually better at all. It's a cheaper, worse version.
Mm.
So there you go. It hasn't got the same field of view. It hasn't got the same resolution, and
Yeah.
the lenses make it less sharp for your eyes to look at when you're playing on it. So there you go.
So when you get
it's
done playing it, you're gonna have to fix up and look sharp.
fix up, look sharp. Yeah, you do.
All right. Any other news?
No, I think that's it for news.
Okay. So now can we play the email jingle?
Go on then.
Jenny, are you all right with this?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just very ill.
Okay. Yeah, we got people in the chat. SLH, what up, Elusive Man? Soulbrother, Ian. Welcome. Fraser, what's up?
That ruled.
Big old party in the chat.
Anyway, the first email this evening is from Jason. And he says a talent for slipping in between.
Okay.
Talent for slipping in between. Veterans, a short quiz or 3. So we've got, look, Jason's getting me
A
on the
quiz.
accent.
Oh, snap. It's time for the quiz.
It's time for the quiz.
And that's the end of that.
He says,
It's a little
veterans, a short quiz or 3. What person made this statement? I actually had a broad northern accent and the piss was taken out of me mercilessly at school. That probably didn't help me integrate.
I'm guessing this is someone you would never expect to have a northern accent. So I'm going to say like Ian McKellen or Stephen Fry or someone.
Okay, but he says, no, it wasn't Stu, if that's what you were thinking. So it wasn't
Yeah,
him.
he would never deny it.
Yeah. And also, this
Yeah.
is somebody who obviously didn't go to school up north.
Oh, yeah?
Because obviously, if he
How
went
did
to
he have a
school up
northern
north,
accent then?
no, but if he went to school up north, everybody would have a northern accent, and therefore no one would take. the
Well,
piss
but
out of him.
presumably he grew up north and then went south.
Yeah, yeah, and then
or
went south
west or
to,
something.
to secondary school or high school.
Or he went to
is what I
Australia.
think. So, interesting.
Yeah, I don't
There's
know.
no
Jenny, you got any
answers.
guesses
There
of who this
there's
is?
Answers. by the way.
Oh, there's options, you mean?
No, there's no answers.
Oh, there's no answers.
Dean
Nope.
Gaffney.
Dean Gaffney, I like that.
Benny Hill.
Quiz 2. This is quiz 2. You'll never
We just
get
have to
here.
wonder forever.
You'll never get here without equipment, candles and uprights to represent a door, and a ritual and all sorts of nonsense. You'll never get where. No, it isn't Chinny's pants.
I have no idea who that would be.
No. No, it says I would not give you the answer. Some things are better left alone. So there's no.
Well, that's kind of cruel, though.
It's a weird quiz. It's a weird quiz.
Especially the first one. I really wanted to know.
Fraser said
Fraser and the. Go ahead.
they have schools up north.
Yeah, how rude.
Well, they're called schools, but they're really just big piles of mud.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
You just gotta
really?
play with them and flop around on them.
Yeah.
Really? You're going to go there, are you, Fraser?
Hey,
Just
you
like,
can make
hey.
all the jokes about Florida you want. I know where I grew
Have
up.
you-
I
have
know
you-
the truth about where
Have you
I
ever
come
seen like
from.
farms when they like feed the cows with like buckets of shit? That's what they do
Big
with the
trough.
schools. There's
Yeah.
just a big trough.
Why don't we have some long
Wow.
plates to all eat off of? You're talking about a trough. We're not eating out of a trough.
Anyway, he does carry on. He says, I've been playing Metaphor Ramfantasio. What the fuck is that? Any
Sounds
ideas?
like a magic trick.
It does. It does sound
I
like
have
what
no
you
idea.
say when you do a magic trick.
Aw,
Metaphor
Yarn.
Ramfantasio. There you go.
Yarn, you're so wonderful. I love you, Yarn.
You're talking about a trough.
Well, I
We're
think
not going to eat from a trough.
he says, well, the 6 to 8 hour demo. So I think we should play this for Play My Game Bitch, see what the hell this is.
No.
Let's do it.
Nope.
No, come on. Let's do
No.
it.
Nope.
Come on.
No.
Nope.
What is wrong with you two?
What are we playing for next
Where's
week?
your
though?
sense
This is a
of
good time for us to
adventure?
decide.
Where's the sense of
There was some game
adventure.
I saw I thought
It's
might be
in
good.
Bracknell.
Bracknell.
What?
Fuck is Bracknell?
My sense of adventure, that's where it is.
Oh, I
What?
see.
Yeah.
His sense of adventures in Bracknell.
Yeah.
Oh. What are we playing for next week?
I don't know.
Frostpunk 2, that's very popular. City Builder, we like city builders, right?
I hate city builders.
Well,
but-
you choose a game then. What about All You
don't
Need
know.
Is Help? That looks cute.
I've got
Like
one.
Tetris.
I've got
Go
one.
on, what have you got? What have you got?
Star Truckers.
Oh, is that on Game Pass?
yeah, Duke played this, didn't he? The
Oh, I
demo.
played the demo. Yeah, let's play it.
Okay, let's
Star
do
Trucker.
that. Star
I didn't realize it was
Truckers
on. Oh, there
Across
it
the
is. Oh,
Universe.
sweet. Yes. Maybe it'll be better this time. Maybe they fixed it based on my feedback.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I have
All
read
right,
the
play it with us, people.
description-
Star Trucker.
The description does mention we haven't changed anything.
Does it take place in space? Because if so, I'm not playing. I'm just
We
kidding.
haven't changed anything due to veteran gamers. Duke.
Yeah.
That's very specific. A lot of people are going to see that and go, what the
It's on
what's
the
that?
update
Why would
notes. I don't know why. It's weird.
So anyway,
right.
coming back
Anyway.
to Jason's metaphor.
Yes,
Ran
Jason's metaphor.
Fantasio.
Yes.
Tazio, Ren Fantasio. I don't know.
Right.
Well, he says the 6 to 8 hour demo, actually. You are asked to
Uh-huh.
give your real name, then you are asked to name your avatar, and I set the gameplay to story, then save this. This save can then carry over to the main game. It feels like playing one of the best anime films ever created. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Well, that's
Maybe.
quite a claim, isn't it?
It is a claim.
So,
Oh, I got to add the retake scores.
so
Go ahead, I'm
I'll-
listening.
On the topic of the blonde-headed Zelda game that just released, I do feel we should all ban this game. Why does she have to be a yellow-headed? Such bullshit. Why can't she have brown hair like me? Fucking Nintendo. Grow some hair on your chests, game, as preferably brown. We must fight against this blonde, inclusive, anti-ginger video
See
game.
what you're doing there.
Take a stand. I bet the devs are perverts. Probably got a thing for Barbie. I heard they once said bad things about people that eat too much ice cream. Seriously, that's what I heard through the grapevine. Let's fight against this ideology before it takes over gaming.
What's his
Yeah, it's
issue?
not-
Okay, well, thank you for that.
That Zelda's blonde hair. Is that the issue?
Yeah, something to do with Zelda having blonde hair, from what I can gather.
Okay.
Not a brunette. It's because she's a blonde, not a brunette. I don't know.
Right, okay.
Quiz 3. I am the great scholar, the magician, the adept who is doing the experiment. Of course I need subjects to do it on. Who said this? I feel like I've heard that out of the 3. I feel like that's something I've heard before somewhere.
No idea.
Satan?
Satan. I don't know. I feel like I've
That
heard
sound
that.
like something Satan would say.
It's someone obviously evil, isn't it?
Yeah, Satan's evil.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on who you ask, some people would say he's not, misunderstood, but whatever.
God.
God could be
Yeah,
God.
could be.
Because really, he's just sort of doing God's work, isn't he? Saying
Seriously? This motherfucker got a 19 out of 20 on the quiz, and he had to take the retake to try to get 20 out of 20. Crazy.
Did he get 20?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Oh,
But it's like, come on, it's 1 point. What are you doing, man?
Now I'd like to say I've just figured this out, but I did recognize the quote, but I just googled it.
right.
Okay.
It's from The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis, and I read all of these to Millie, so I thought I'd recognize that one out of all
So
the
even though
ones.
you googled
Alright.
it and cheated, you sort of got that answer. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I still got it. I still got it.
Well, he had it in his head, and then he got it right on the
Well,
thing.
I'm gonna look at what these others are now. I'm gonna Google them as well.
Yeah.
So
Jason,
Okay, you do that.
Jason didn't expect. us
Should we
to-
do something while you're doing
Google.
that? I'm grading papers. You're Googling
Yeah, go
stuff.
ahead, go.
Chinny, carry the show, Chinny. Come on. Say something interesting while we're doing this work.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Guess
No, never
right,
mind.
guess
Sorry, I
who
never get a
did.
word in anyway.
Guess who did? I actually had a broad northern accent in the piss taken out of me mercilessly at school.
Go
And
on.
they probably didn't help me integrate. Was Robert Smith from The Cure.
Oh, snap. I was kind of right that it was someone you wouldn't expect.
Yeah, Robert Smith from The Cure was that.
Yeah, all right.
Who knew? The
Who
only way to
knew?
find out. And
That
I'm
would
doing
be
the
a
last
very
one.
different. I don't know the Cure songs, but maybe you could sing one with a northern accent, and that would be funny. Friday, my love. Is that
Love Cats is a good Cure song.
I don't know.
Love Cats. Do, 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 do,
Love
do.
cats, baby. Love cats, baby. Love cats,
That is
baby.
n-
Love
that
cats.
is not the
Am
song.
I having a
Sure it
fever
is.
dream? Am I?
All right. Is there anything else in Jason's email, or are we ready to move on?
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
sorry,
think we're ready to
listeners.
move
I'm
on.
trying.
I can't find
Okay.
the other quote, by the way. You'll never get that.
Okay. Well, then never mind. We got a speak pipe.
No, but we have got another email. We've got more than one email.
I thought you said there's one email.
No, there's two emails.
Okay.
There
Fair
was
enough.
one email till Jason sent his in. Just a minute, I'll tell you how long ago. 4 minutes ago. So there was one
Okay.
email till Jason sent his in. But we
Yeah.
have got the fact that this is a sad day, people.
What's that?
It's a sad day because we have got a quiz from a silent gamer, and he says this.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Stu, Chinny, and
The
June.
last
hope,
one?
Hope you're all well. I'm really glad you've been enjoying these double quizzes. However, all good things must come to an end at some
Oh
point.
man.
Which is why this is the last of these I am making.
No.
And I have saved the best until last. So let's
Well,
go
we
out.
appreciate your service. Thank
We
you for all
do.
the quizzes you've
We've
given
loved
us
them.
over the years.
Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
So let's go out with a bang with Red Dead Redemption.
Oh snap!
Oh, snap indeed.
Kenny's just
Here
gonna
we
nail
go.
all of these.
Pressure's on. Here we go,
Yeah.
Chinny. Question 1 of 5. Which of these is a district in Red Dead Redemption? Is it Hangman's Wharf, Gaptooth Ridge,
Ding.
The-
Gaptooth Ridge.
the Rift, or Las Venturas?
Gaptooth Ridge. It's in New Austin.
Okay. So where are the others then?
What read them out again?
So
Wasn't really
Hangman's Wharf, the Rift, and Las Venturas.
Las Venturas is San Andreas.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Okay. The Rift. I feel like I recognise
The Rift is Skyrim, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
Skyrim. Hangman's Wharf is the final one. Can we get a clear? Can we get a full house?
I don't. Hangman's Wall.
Hangman's Wharf. What would that be in?
Black Flag. Something.
Ooh,
some
could be
sailing
Black
game?
Flag,
Sea of
that
Thieves.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves. Maybe Sea of Thieves. And I seem to remember in the early part of that game, you're in some place with.
I don't remember.
I
With
mean,
a
Wharf
Hangman's Wharf.
is associated with like ships and stuff. So
Yeah,
it could
it
be.
is.
It could be Bilge. What was the one that you were crazy into? Dredge.
Dredge. No, it's not that.
Trough.
No, I think.
about a trough.
Oh god, I think you're right. I think it's either Black Flag or Sea of Thieves. I reckon it's one of those.
Okay.
Right, you ready? Here we go. Here are the
Ready.
answers. Oh, do you know? I nearly said that.
Ah.
No, I nearly did. Hangman's Wharf is from Saints Row.
Really?
Yeah, Hangman's Wharf
Wow.
is a neighborhood in the Stillwater Prison District of Stillwater.
Shit my bed.
Oh, shit, Barber. Gaptooth Ridge is indeed from Red Dead Redemption. It's a constituent region of the new state of New Austin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rift was Skyrim.
That's where Riften
Uh,
is.
Thank you.
One of the 9 holds of Skyrim. Its capital
job, Chinny.
called Riften, home to the
Riften,
Thieves
hello.
Guild and the Jarl
Yeah.
being Leia Logan.
And you can go after that Grelod the Kind with their skanky ass.
And Las Venturas is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, massive city based off of Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good job, Chinny.
Question 2 of 5. Which of these
you.
is one of the gang's campsites in Red Dead Redemption? Is it Vortigaunt Camp?
What?
Vortigaunt Camp. So that's obviously Half-Life or Half-Life 2.
Why?
Is it? Okay.
So it's one of the because Vortigaunts are the aliens in Half-Life.
Ah, okay. Well, there you
So
go.
that's
got
one
it.
of those. I feel like it's Half-Life 2 because they feature more in that than
It doesn't
Half-Life.
matter. It's a Half-Life something.
Number B is Pioneer Scout Camp. C
It
is
feels like a Fallout thing.
C is Horseshoe Overlook Camp,
That's one.
and
it?
D is Halted Stream Camp.
Altered Stream Camp is in Skyrim. Hey-oh!
Let's say
Hey-oh.
Horseshoe then, because you said Fallout for the
Yeah.
other one. Horseshoe.
Yeah.
Horseshoe.
Well, I don't know for sure if it's Fallout.
Yeah, but
I
it's
just kind
horses.
of have a
Horseshoe.
feeling. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I'm pretty sure Horseshoe Overlook is one of the ones. Isn't that like the first
Yeah.
one you have in Red Dead 2?
Might be the one where you
I
look
think
at
it is.
when you try to look at the what's the name of that fucking town? Blackwater.
Armadillo.
Blackwater.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah, but it's. I'd
Is it
say
Amarillo? Amarillo? No.
No, I'm not on the way to that. No.
Are you on the way Are you on the way there?
No, I'm on the way back. I'm Horseshoe, Red Dead.
So what's Pioneer
Yes.
Scout Camp? Where's that from? Do you think?
Well, Duke said Fallout, so we'll go with Fallout.
Yeah, but I wouldn't trust me on that one. I'm certain
Well,
about Halted Stream Camp though.
Let's see.
$10 million, 10,000 push-ups.
Vortigaunt Camp is indeed Half-Life 2. The Vortigaunt
Yay.
Camp
Look at Stu.
is a resistance base seen in the chapter Sand Traps.
Look at the big brain on Brett.
Well, I've played Half-Life 2 about 15 times, so I should, if I don't
Look
know
at the
that.
big brain on Stu.
Indeed. B Pioneer Scout Camp Duke is in Fallout 76.
Oh snap! I was right. And I didn't even know it. I actually have more
It's-
confidence in myself. I'm
It's a
right.
location
Got 2
in
games.
the Toxic Valley
See,
region.
he's throwing in these Bethesda game things and the Half-Life for you and me, Stu. He knows that he's got to
I
make us
know.
happy at the end of this. So we love you, Silent Game. We see you.
Appalachia.
Appreciate you.
Appalachia is where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds cool. Horseshoe Overlook Camp is indeed Red Dead Redemption 2. It serves the location
What?
of Vanderlind Gang's camp site during the second chapter of the game near Valentine.
Yeah,
And
Valentine. That was.
D Halted Stream Camp is indeed in Skyrim.
It's near Whiterun. That's where you go after the. It's usually where the dude's familial sword is.
Yeah, fortified
think.
bandit encampment near Whiterun. So
Near Whiterun.
clean
No,
sweep. Can't we
what?
just say we got every
Ah.
answer correct in that question? Every
My
answer.
Rocket League Hot Wheel car that I'm.
We've
spinning
only
the wheels
missed
of.
one so far, one out of all the questions. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Which of these is a saloon in Red Dead Redemption? Is it
Okay.
Prospector Saloon? I feel like that's in thingy. Borderlands. I feel like that's a Borderlands thing.
Maybe.
Stardrop Saloon, Old Light Saloon, or Snake Oil Saloon? I think
it's Old Light
Oof.
because
Is it Old
It's
Light?
Old Light because it's by the lighthouse on the east side of the map.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think Prospector is either Borderlands or Borderlands 2.
sure.
Stardrop,
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think Stardrop or Snake Oil
Stardrop.
is?
I want to say Stardrop is Starfield, but that's just because they both start with Star.
I was thinking like space games, Star Drop. Like,
Snake Oil, yeah.
You can't believe there are so many saloons in games, can you?
I know, right?
Like there's four
I mean,
different games with a
Starfield does
saloon.
have, in some places, Starfield does feel like a Western.
go with that.
Well, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Snake Oil Saloon.
I
What was
couldn't tell you.
what was the other cowboy game?
Gun?
Gun.
It could be Gun, couldn't it? No, there was another one. What was the one? Call of Juarez.
Call of Juarez. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think it could be Call of Juarez or Call of Juarez 2.
I don't
What
think
about
there's a saloon. I don't think
Crazy
there's a
West? What was the one we just played with the Crazy West? It was a Play My
Evil
Game
West,
bitch. and
Evil
you-
West.
Evil
Evil
West. I
West.
don't
There's
think
no
there was
saloon
anything
in there.
like
I
that.
don't think there's a saloon in Call of Juarez.
Well, shall we go for it? I don't know what else to think. I can't think of
go
anything
for it,
else.
man.
Right, here we go.
All right.
Okay, Prospector Saloon was from Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, snap. Really? Where is it? bro?
Yeah,
Where
it's
is
an unmarked location within Good Springs in the Mojave Wasteland.
Good Springs.
That's right.
Mojave.
Stardrop Saloon. Duke, bow your head in shame.
Uh-oh, what was it?
Stardew
Star-
Valley.
Oh, Star.
It's owned by
Where's
Gus.
the saloon?
It's owned by Gus and is located in the center of Pelican Town.
Pelican Town. Yeah, wait a minute. I don't know if I went to Pelican Town. Is that the one you take the bus to?
How am I supposed to know? I've never played it.
No, that's where you move at the start of the game.
Call yourself a
What?
fan. Call
I
yourself
know,
a
right?
bloody
I'm
fan.
embarrassed.
Uh,
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah. Oh, of
I'm
course. Yeah,
surprised
yeah,
you've
yeah.
never
I should have
played
known that.
Stardew Valley,
Star Drop
Stu.
Saloon.
I know, I didn't. I just never did.
I'm
Just never did.
surprised
Don't know
at
why.
that.
I know, don't know why.
Yeah, I should have known that. My bad.
Old Light Saloon is indeed Red Dead Redemption 2. You might not find the warmest of
Go ahead,
welcomes
Jim.
in this rather rundown saloon situated at the heart of Van Horn.
Van Horn, that's it. Yeah,
Van
no, it's
Horn.
on the east side of the map. Yeah.
And then Snake Oil Saloon is Saints Row.
Oh wow.
in 2022. So the newest one, isn't it? That's the newest one.
Oh, okay.
Snakehole Saloon
Yeah,
is
I played that a
located in the
little bit.
East Flats where a story mission takes place. 4 of 5.
Okay.
Here we go. We're on the penultimate question of the final ever quiz.
Let's have it. Well, the final quiz from our friend here, Silent Gamer. Maybe other people will make quizzes. Jason's making quizzes.
Well,
sort of.
yeah, but it's kind of. Jason's making a quiz in the only style that we could expect from Jason, is what
Yeah,
I-
exactly. Everyone has to do their own form of a quiz. Jay put 17 hours into an audio quiz. Silent Gamer makes quizzes within quizzes, and Jason has quizzes that are just gobbledygook crazy stuff
Shit,
we
it's
can't
not
figure
even a
out.
quiz. Not even a quiz.
It's not shit. It did have questions with answers. That's a quiz.
Well, it didn't have answers.
Give him,
it's
give him
just-
his credit. Well,
Yeah.
no. The questions have answers. He just didn't provide
Yeah,
those
just didn't give
answers.
us. I get you.
So
Question 4 of 5. Which of these strangers that gives you a quest is in Red Dead Redemption? Is it
okay.
Lucan Valurus?
I think that's
Bev-
Skyrim. No, that's the guy in Skyrim. He's in Riverwood. He's the one who asked you to go get his golden claw back. What now?
Okay, Beverly Felton.
No, that's GTA 5.
I see what he's done
Okay.
here. Mr. Burke.
Mr. Burke.
It's got to be from a game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's a couple of. Is it not Simpsons Tapped Out or Simpsons Hit and Run? I guess.
Are you thinking of Mr. Burns?
Oh, I'm thinking Mr. Burns, aren't I?
Are they
Wrong.
booing me? No, they're saying boo Urk. Boo Urk.
Yeah, Mr. Burns, wrong person. Mr. Burke. Yeah. I thought it was Simpsons. Oh,
Did Stu get the name wrong?
I did. Oh, Jeremy Gill.
It's
a singer.
It's Jeremy Gill.
Oh, no, it's Vince Gill.
Because he gives you fishing stuff to do. Like you got to collect fish for him. And,
Gil, I see what you did
so
there.
His name's Gil. Yeah, Jeremy.
Come
Gill.
on, what about
there you
old Gil? Don't forget old Gil.
So
The Beverly
Lucan...
Fenton one is the photographer in GTA 5.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
it is. Yeah, it is. I remember now.
So who's Mr. Burke then?
I don't know. I feel like I
Damn
know
it.
the name. I
I
do
know,
that
right? I feel like
name.
I gotta know this. Mr. Burke. I want to say it's Fallout, but I could be wrong about that. Like maybe he's the person who works for Tenpenny.
So, it's like, so
He's the-
far,
the
so far
ghoul?
it's been Skyrim, Fallout, GTA,
Yeah.
Red Dead.
Yeah.
Saints
And
Row.
like Stardew here,
Love
Saints Row there. Yeah, it's like stuff we love.
Go with
Mr.
Fallout.
Burke.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Fallout.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Oh.
Oh.
So Lucan the
Oh.
Valerius is indeed Skyrim. Lucan's golden
Yeah!
Claw is developed by Arvil the Swift. Arvil stole the golden claw to access Bleak Falls Barrow. That's really
Bleak
near
Falls
the,
Barrow, that's what's up, man.
it's right near the beginning.
I
Right
know
near
that.
the
Yeah, I've
beginning
done
of
that
the
mission
game.
like 100 times.
Okay.
No matter, because I'm just now doing the second Potema quest, and that's one you don't do very often unless you play the game a lot. So I've only done that one like 3 or 4 times. This one, the Golden Claw, shit, it's even in the song. Visit Riverwood and get the Golden Claw back. Anyway,
Yeah.
go on.
Lucan lives in Riverwood and runs a Riverwood trader with his sister,
Yeah.
Camilla Valerius.
His sister's a hottie. I mean, he's cute
Okay.
too, but he's not as hot as his sister.
Beverly Felton is GTA 5. Beverly is a narcissistic paparazzi photographer obsessed with celebrities. He has a love-hate relationship with them. He offers Franklin employment as his assistant, taking pictures of celebrities. Mr. Burke is Fallout 3.
Oh snap! Look at me go!
Mr. Burke is Alistair Tenpenny's right-hand man.
Oh
Burke
shit!
attempts-
I even got it right with who it is. Oh my god!
Burke attempts to hire the lone wanderer to detonate Megaton's bomb. And finally, Jeremy Gill is Red Dead Redemption 2. Jeremy is a self-proclaimed legendary fisherman. He gives the player a map of the all legendary fish sites in the world and says he'll pay a handsome price for any that are sent his way.
What else did you want to discuss?
Nice. Look at us go.
Final question of the final
question. It's
quiz.
the final question. Ba-da-boo-boo.
Which of these is a revolver in Red Dead Redemption? Is it
Ooh.
A, the Wes 44?
Oh, I think I know it. I think I know it already.
Is it B?
Without needing to hear
without
it.
needing to hear it.
Is
Well,
it
why don't
B?
you just say it and see if it's on the list?
It's I think it's the Schofield. I think.
Is it B, a 38 detective special? Is it C, the Ranger? Or is it D, a Smith & Wesson 38?
Ooh, you didn't have the one you thought, Ginny. It's not on the list.
Actually, is it D, a Schofield?
Oh, snap. Stu was playing with your head.
Oh, yeah,
I
well,
was
yeah.
wondering.
Look
I
at
was like,
Chinny
oh,
with his
maybe I'm wrong.
awesomeness.
Oh. I was
Or
trying to
not.
desperately think of another revolver maker. Like, I have no idea.
Those are the other
So,
ones.
the Wes 44. Where's that? I think.
Oh, that's from Skyrim.
No, it isn't.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
I think one of these is going to be from Call of Duty because he always seems
Yeah,
to include
probably.
a Call of Duty game.
Well, there's Wes. There's the problem is Call of Duty has every gun, so
Yeah, it
you're
does.
probably
Yeah.
right. Whereas
Right.
Scarfield is a made-up gun, so there's no
Yeah.
way
Interesting.
they'd have
Just
that in Call
like
of Duty.
GTA always has made up cars.
Wes, I think, is a made-up gun. So I think, what was it?
Actually, Wes is the rap song from Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B about
No, it's-
wet ass shins.
yeah,
Talking about how wet their shins are.
it's shoot, it's we played it. Uncharted.
A blanket
It's
and
Uncharted.
a squeegee for
Is
these
that
wet ass
Uncharted?
shins.
Yeah, it pops up in like 2, I think, or 3.
Okay,
Damn.
I'll go along with that. 38 Detective Special.
Well, the clues
LA
in the
Noire.
name, right? So I would say like Max Payne, isn't it, or something?
Oh yeah, it
games
could
where you-
be.
What did Duke say? I don't know.
LA Noir.
Oh, it could be LA Noire. Could be LA Noire.
I suppose you're
Or it
more-
could be Mafia. Could be a Mafia
Could be
gun.
Mafia.
You're not a detective.
True.
Yeah, but you could have a detective's gun. Maybe you killed a detective.
Why
and
would you
took
want a cop's gun if you're in the mafia?
Because then you look badass.
No.
Same reason I kill a bandit and take his armor, so that
No.
people know not to fuck
And
No, it's a detective game.
Ranger, is that a Fallout gun?
with me. Yeah, probably.
Probably. Yeah, it could be.
Don't know.
There's
Let's
a lot of
see.
guns in Fallout.
Let's see. Final answers. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Wes 44 is indeed the Uncharted series, often used by Vic
Damn, look at
Sullivan.
Chinny.
It's based on the Smith & Wesson Model 629 Classic. You're not going to believe this. 38 Detective Special was LA Noire.
Oh, snap! Duke is on a roll! What now?
Used by Cole Phelps, based on the Colt Detective Special intended to be concealed weapon used by plainclothes police detectives. No,
That
C,
was
Ranger.
Such a guess based on the word detective. That's all that happened. there. I know
Ranger
nothing.
was
Yes.
from the Call of Juarez, which we
Oh,
mentioned
wow.
earlier,
Oh,
but not for
snap.
this. So that was based on the Colt Walker. And the Schofield was Red Dead Redemption 2. The Schofield revolver is based on the Smith & Wesson Model 3 Schofield revolver. So
Yeah.
when I said Smith & Wesson, I was actually right. Who
Sort
knew?
of,
You
yeah.
were right. Look at
I
you.
was right.
Look at us. We did well on that
we did- I
quiz.
think we did very
Thank
well.
you,
I
Silent
think
Gamer.
did
We
very
love
well.
you. Thank you for
Uh,
all the quizzes over the months or years.
He says, hope you enjoyed that. All the best. Cheers. Thanks for everything, a Silent Gamer. No, thank you. No, we
Yeah.
really enjoyed
Yeah.
that. Really
Yeah.
good quiz. Yeah, I'm well impressed. Yeah, it was good. I like that. And we did
And
well.
if Jason Gallagher wants to step up and start taking over quizzes, fine. But if you're not going to do that, Jason, you need to let us know so someone else can come in and,
And
be
also
like, all right, I'm the
provide-
quiz master.
Provide the answer.
Yeah. Actual
Yeah, you
questions.
give us
with
the
real
answer.
answers.
Give us the
Give
answers
us the
on-
answers. God
yeah.
damn it. We don't have time to Google shit during the show.
Yeah, we don't have no time to Google shit. Although I did, kind of.
We don't want to do it every week.
Ain't
nobody got time for that.
That's kind of it, I think, for the show this week. I think it's shout outs and the hell out of here.
Speak pipe.
Oh, God, we have got to speak. I apologize.
Numpty.
Type, it's the way to leave a message. for
Saint
us.
Diesel, I love you. I got you, Saint
I
Diesel.
sent it you as well, which is
Yeah,
funny.
I know. I see that. That's why I was ready to play it. And you're
Yeah,
like, let's
right.
just stop now. Fuck
Yes.
Saint Diesel.
Doddy, because he does his quizzes as well, don't you? Not.
All right.
Not Derek.
Here comes the speak pipe called Future Imperfect.
Hey, veteran gamers, it's Saint Diesel back again. I'm going to apologize in advance because in the speak pipe I'm going to use the N word and the S word. That's right, I'm going to talk about the Nintendo Switch 2.
I see what you did
It seems that everyone, including your next door neighbor, that person who cleans your windows, your second cousin, that person you see on the way to work every day, and their dog, knows all about the Nintendo Switch 2.
I would rather people didn't say, I'm going to use the N word, because then I'm like, oh God, I need to be ready to mute this or write down the time code so I can go and bleep it out. I should have known he wouldn't say it, but you know, there's always something crazy. There's always stuff that could happen in live radio. You never know what's gonna happen.
Jason was never saying it.
That would be it's not Jason here, it's Saint Diesel.
Oh no, Jason, sorry, Diesel, even Derek. I'm tired.
Are you awake? Hello?
I'm asleep.
Anyway, let's go on with the Switch 2.
The one place that hasn't really talked about it in any detail is Nintendo themselves.
That's right.
But it seems you already know how much it's going to cost, what size the screen's going to be, what
6
sort
inches.
of controllers and Joy-Con it's going to have on it.
None.
Is it going to have a processor that's going to play backwards compatible games?
Intel
and what
one.
sort of games are going to be there at launch?
Tic-tac-toe.
But I've devised an 11-point scale from 0 to 10, and 0 being what's a Nintendo Switch, 5 being I like my current Nintendo Switch, I don't need to upgrade to a new version, and 10 being it's the best thing since sliced bread with a cherry on top. So I want you all to give your either preview noises or a preview description with a rating from 0 to 10, and we'll see what the temperature in the room or the virtual room is with the veteran gamers. But if you're going to ask someone famous like Michael Caine, this is probably what he'd say about the Nintendo Switch 2.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Hey, all right. Classic. Italian job.
It is.
I will go first. -5. I don't care at all about the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, what's a Nintendo Switch?
Does it have an OLED screen? If not, goodbye.
Well, the new one, they've already done the OLED screen thing.
Oh, okay. I don't know about no
Does it
OLED
look?
screens. I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I don't know when this is ever coming out, to be fair. I don't think really they care.
Next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, it's coming out next year.
Look, it's all speculation and rumors. No one knows.
Are you putting money on it, Chinny? Or is this
yeah,
a bet
Chinny. We've been down this road
How
before.
much do you want to put on it?
Wow.
£500.
Well, you're going to bet him 500 quid that it comes out.
I'm not
next year.
betting anybody anything. You're the ones, both of you.
You just said 500 pounds. Chinny, that's a bet.
I know, because I was trying to
wouldn't
give you a
say-
number. You're the one
No.
confident it's not happening. Chinny's the one confident it's happening. I don't give a
look.
shit either way.
Name your price, Stu.
No, Duke's already bet you, so I'm not
Name
betting.
your
was
price.
suggesting
I'm not betting
prices.
shit. I was making jokes.
I ain't betting when Duke's already got 500 quid riding on this. No way, no how,
Switch
man.
2 will come out.
Way to
next
get
year.
out of your confidence there, Stu.
I'll bet you whatever price you say.
Backing down.
Whatever. No, I'm not betting any money.
You don't want to put £1 on it?
No, it's a fool's game.
£1.
Well, then you're not confident at all that's not coming out.
Well, probably I'm not.
A
All right,
curry.
then. So it is coming
But
out
it
next year.
is.
We all agree.
A pizza.
But it is rumor. Okay, a pizza. But it
Man,
is
now I'm
rumor.
getting hungry for curry and pizza.
Yeah,
Thanks a
I'm
lot.
just eating pizza. But it is all rumor and speculation at this point. No, they've said diddly squat.
They've said that it exists.
Well, we'll see.
They said
Everyone
they've
just wants to
acknowledged
make
that they're
shit
making
up.
a new one.
Well, we'll see what they come up with.
It's coming. I love my Nintendo Switch, and at the moment, I'm getting a proper Nintendo Switch good times session because of not having a lot of time to play games. So I'm loving my Nintendo Switch. The great thing about coming to a Nintendo Switch so late in the game is that there's lots of good games to play. So whereas I am excited about a new Switch, it's not really on my radar because I have so many Switch games to play anyway. So I'm going to say my rating of how excited I am about the new one is about a 6. Not because I think it's going to be a bad thing or I don't like it. It's just because I've got so much to play on my current Switch that I probably won't get there when it comes out anyway. It's probably going to be
urgent
like
for you.
2-3 years away from me anyway. So
yeah. Well, according to GameRant.com, an executive at a gaming peripheral company is claiming that the Nintendo Switch successor could launch as early as March or April of next year.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. So if any source can be trusted, it's an anonymous executive at a gaming peripheral company.
Yeah.
How is this news? Jesus Christ.
That pizza is safe with me.
Oh, wait, he's not anonymous. His name is Ruben Mercado, the CEO of Blade, a company that sells peripherals for a wide variety of gaming systems, such as the Switch. He spoke to the website Vandal.
I wonder what pizza I'm going to have, Stu.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, but Stu ain't buying it.
Because you don't have to meet me in person to send me a pizza. You could just order one.
Well,
That's
do you
true.
know, I could send you a pizza if you sent me the money for the podcast feed. I don't know. Let's do that.
Yeah, but that's
Why
not
don't
a
we
bet.
just dip into the? Why don't we just dip into the Patreon for all
Yeah.
of it?
Well, I know. Yeah, let's just do that, shall we?
No, but that's not a bet.
No, it's not a bet, but you still
That's
haven't bloody
true.
sent it.
Because I forgot how much it was.
Every year is a battle.
Well, you know, what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
Anyway, I've just got an email, by the
Thank
way.
you, Sam.
70% of all tickets for EGX 2024 have sold out for the Saturday now. Did you know this?
Where are we going?
Damn.
No, we're balls. I'm just looking at the panels. Who are these people? Who are these people?
Is it the executive from the Peripheral Company? Because he has news about the Switch 2, apparently.
Who's that? I don't know. Oh,
So what are the panels? Give us some headlines. What are the
So-
titles of the panels called?
So the panels, we've got Emma Gregory meet and greet.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is. I don't
Exactly.
care.
Who is that?
I never
It's-
heard of that guy. And they're all signing autographs. We gotta go.
And she's signing, and she's apparently worked on Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Original Sin 2.
Well, people like Baldur's Gate 3, so.
So she's doing it. And then we've got Andrew Wincott meet and greet.
Who's that?
Well, he worked on Baldur's Gate 3 also. And
Oh,
the
for fuck's
Archers.
sake. Anything that's not related to Ball Gate 3.
Well, we've got Dave Jones meet and greet.
Who's that?
Who's that?
He worked on Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what did I just say?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Skip
I'm
past
just
the Baldur's Gate section.
Well, I'm just clicking on each one.
How about Skyrim? Anything Skyrim related?
No, we've got
The only
from
reason people care about Baldur's Gate is because it came out more recently.
We've got From Pixels to Posters, which is the poster posse best known for producing art for the world's biggest movies. But
All right,
over the years-
I'm no longer interested in any of these panels.
These
You're
are
right,
crap.
they are nonsense.
These are crap. We've got a Q&A with
Sorry,
Flint
listeners, I
and
shouldn't have
Travis
started.
McElroy.
Oh, you know what? Travis McElroy and the McElroys are good. I like them.
I've never heard of the game. They did Rebel of the Sands and the Notorious Virtues.
Wait,
The
Travis McElroy made a video game?
Travis McElroy's The Adventure Zone, My Brother,
Yeah.
and Me, and
Yeah,
Schmanners.
Bim Bam, Schmanners, yeah.
So there's him. I don't
He's
know.
very funny. He's a funny dude. I would
And
go
then
see him.
he goes back to Emma Gregory, Andrew Wincott, and Dave Jones for the next day.
Yeah, well, fuck them.
This is shit. This is why we don't go anymore.
Right, and it's also why we don't talk about it anymore. What's next on the show?
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
hold
on,
on.
hold
Holding,
on,
holding.
On Friday, there's an Uncharted
Yes?
reunion.
Yeah, I
with the
just did
cast.
see
Oh
that.
my
I saw that.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, I
Nolan
saw
North,
that.
Emily Rose,
Yeah, I did see that.
some other guy,
Richard McGonagall.
whoever that is.
To be fair, what's it going to be about? So, we worked on Uncharted. Yeah, that was fun. Yep. All right, see ya.
Well, to be fair, Richard McGonagall was Victor Sullivan.
Yeah.
What is there to talk about?
Nolan North, as we know, was Nathan Drake.
Wait, he was?
Yeah, obviously, of course he
I
was.
thought that was
Oh, was he? Oh, was he?
Mr. T.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, you made me question myself. Then I'm like, was he? Or was he? Oh,
I think it
don't
was
know now.
Gilbert Gottfried who did the voice of Nolan.
And obviously, Emily
Jason
Rose
Drake.
was Elena Fisher.
Yes.
So all the main.
And
I'd
also
quite like-
Clementine.
You know what? I'd probably go to that, but there'll be that and 1,000 million other people.
Well, go then.
See, that's the
Yeah,
first
but you're
one.
special. You can just elbow past them. Out of the way, you fucks.
Well, maybe. But then he goes back to Emma Gregory, Dave Jones, and
Oh, would you stop mentioning those three people? Nobody cares about
I don't know. I don't know. They're a bit.
them. All right,
crap.
are we done? Is this the
Yeah.
end of the show? Can we do
That's the
shout
end of
outs?
the- End of the show. Let's go.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
I'll go first. I want to shout out Tainted Brain because he sent me the thing with the BBC thing, and I closed the tab, so I can't play any of those now. But this is from the BBC archives.
Kiss my big Springfield behind, Shelbyville!
So there you go. That's
There you go.
people didn't realize that was from the BBC News in 1973.
Very good. Well, I'm gonna.
I
you
think
got
those are all
more?
my shout outs.
Is that
No,
it?
I think that's it. Go ahead.
I'm obviously going to shout out a Silent Gamer for all the inputs and shows
Yeah,
he's
I
done
should have shouted him out.
over the last 6 to 12 months. You know, with all the quizzes, all
Yeah.
the fun stuff he's done.
Yeah.
And it'll be sad for us not to get any of those. So, you know, if you ever get the urge in the future just to do the odd one,
Yes.
like go for it. You know, we really appreciate all the stuff you've done.
Yeah.
And you know, Jason, as much as he's weird, I guess we should shout him out even when he does a quiz that makes no sense and there's no answers to the quiz. Well, it doesn't not
Yes.
make any sense, but there's no answers, so we kind of got to Google them. And obviously,
Sorry to interrupt, Chinny. I just sent you something on WhatsApp. You need to show that on the show because it's very funny. And Stu will get a kick out of the fact that Starfield had this really messed up thing with the textures. Go ahead, Stu. Sorry to interrupt.
And obviously not Derek. Saint Diesel for continuing to input into the show every week with his.
That's right. Love you,
nuggets
Saint
of-
Diesel. Even though
nuggets
some
of
people wanted to
information
skip
and
past
thoughts.
you, I got your back, man. I'm
Not
right here.
on purpose. Not on
I
purpose.
know.
And that's it for me. So over to you, Chinny.
Well, I'll unshout out. Was it Tainted Brain that shared?
Tainted Brain, yeah.
Oh God, yeah, I should have done that.
Unshout out.
Yeah, we're not happy at all.
In the opinion of Shinny and Stu, those sound clips are
funny. No, not funny.
No, not at all. I'm going to shout out the patrons. These are the people that are paying for nothing.
you.
For nothing. They're not paying for anything. Seth Bicknett, Value.
They pay for entertainment.
Value.
They pay to show love for our awesomeness.
They pay to get their names interrupted. Seth McNitt, Value, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Declan McCluskey, Adam Birmingham, Armar Parvez, Christian, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, Nigel Strutt. Thank you very much.
Nolan North, Travis
Nolan
McElroy,
North, Travis McElroy, Emily
Susan
Rowe.
Ellen, James Conghamden.
Sue Ellen?
Baldur's
That's
Gate 3.
Dallas, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm just saying weird names that might sound like the people from Baldur's Gate 3. So did you find that picture, Jenny? You should put it on the screen because I was playing Starfield yesterday and I had this weird mistake come up for the textures on the planets. It's so funny.
It's on the screen.
All right. Stu will get a kick out of this because everyone's like, oh, they've updated Starfield. Everything's better on the game now. And then you boot up the map and this shows up. It's the silliest thing in the world. Hang on. It'll show up any second now and Stu will react to it.
I'm waiting.
And he'll
I'm
be
waiting.
clutching his stomach and it'll be worth the wait, listeners, when people hear this reaction to the picture. Sorry. I should have sent it earlier in the show. Meanwhile, I'll shout out the Duchess because are you sure you put it up there, Chinny? Because
No,
I'm not
I
seeing
didn't.
it.
I didn't.
What?
I was like, where is it?
Are you
up
fucking
there
with me
now,
or
it's
did
up
you
there
just
now.
forget? Okay.
It's up there now.
Here it comes any second now. The Duchess is making food for a friend of ours who's having a hard time, and I got him a very rare book, so we're bringing those over tomorrow night.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. It says default planet material. The swap hasn't occurred. Like, what the fuck is that? Starfield? Come on, man. The game's been out for a while.
That is the
How
weirdest thing. Why is it all
Isn't
in...
it so weird?
Isn't it? Why is it all in this like cartoony writing as well?
I
How
know,
weird is
right?
that?
Well, it's obviously what they used as a placeholder until they actually got the planets right. The good news is you just restart the game and it fixed it. But I was like, this looks like a serious problem with the game. What the fuck?
They
Textures
look like
on all the
tennis-
planets
they
missing?
look like tennis balls as well.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy? I was
weird.
freaking
That's
out.
the weirdest
I was like,
thing.
oh no, something's wrong with my game.
Well,
No,
sometimes
it's
you
just-
expect it just not to look right, but to have something
Right.
actually written there is very
Exactly.
odd.
If it were all green or all red or something, that would be one thing. But for it to be this, like, god damn.
The reason why they make it like that is to make it really obvious that they haven't done it.
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
that
they're
makes
not
sense.
doing it.
Sure.
But I don't know why it's there.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
We're seeing behind the curtain here, people. All right, that's the end of the show. I think we're done. Yes.
Cool.
Thank
you very much, love.
Apparently, somebody's on Reddit said they updated the game on the PC version about a month ago, and then got the default planet material for planets.
Yeah, that's what I had.
So there
All
you
right,
go.
show's over.
Great
no refunds.
game.
You heard the robot. Get out.
That was a sound effect. That was like totally weird, yeah. Oh my god.
I'm a potato.
I'm a potato. Oh, there you go.
There it is. Another show in the bag.
Another show. Right, Chinny, I'll tell you how much it is again. Just
All right.
bear with me.
What's it? Do I have your? How did I pay you last time? Was it like just?
You just paid me by bank transfer, so I'm assuming you still. I just assumed you'd done it when I talked about it last time because you said as though you'd done it. Because it'll just be on. You'll have my bank details, no doubt.
All right. How much is it?
Let me tell you.
I did everything I needed to do this weekend.
Did you?
I didn't do everything I should have done, but I did everything I needed to do. I got the bare minimum done.
It
I
is.
ain't
Here we
grading no more
go.
papers tonight, man. Sorry, it ain't happening, people. Sorry, kids. You have to wait.
Oh, it must have been last month. Hold up. Hold up.
Is this something on Threads?
Right.
Go see what I put on Facebook? Go ahead.
£76 it was.
Exactly.
Well, it was in 9 pence. It was.
All right.
Because you asked me that last time, so I was like, oh, we must be typing it in as he's asking.
I'm going to pay you £76, 8 pence.
Okay, I think you said that last time as well.
Okay, 7 pence.
You're so predictable.
Okay, 6 pence. For every comment you give me, I'm going to lower it by a penny.
Okay.
Didn't like the way you said that. 5 pence. Okay, I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
Confirm
Right.
payment.
There you go.
Tick. I have sent the payment.
Oh, thank you very much. Right. On that note, I will leave you guys to it. Have a lovely evening and rest of your week.
Yeah, peace
and
out,
I'll
fam.
Speak to you next Sunday.
See ya.
Good,
Okay.
good night and farewell.
Actually, I got to go too. Sorry,
Adieu.
Jenny, you're on your own.